जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तेरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम Ram Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram Jai Ram 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 Hare Jaya Gauranga Jaya Gauranga
ओम विष्णु पाद परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की समस्त गौर भक्त वृंद की प्रेमानंदी। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Welcome back to all of you for today's session. So today we are going to discuss third canto, 17th chapter. So from beginning we'll be discussing. So in this module, we are having total 4 chapters, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Where 17th chapter is quite simple because it's not having much deep discussions. And also purports also okay. This is okay. Purports also quite straightforward. So 18th chapter, it takes some little amount of time, maybe one full day and also some little extra time. And 19th chapter is simply fighting actually. Fighting between Hiranyaksha and Varahadev. That is not going to take much time. And 20th chapter is the creation, secondary creation. So which is also very easy. This module is compared to previous module. It doesn't take much time actually. And it's much strain also there.
This mic is not working. I will just give it. Not working. आवाज नहीं आ रहा.
ये वायरलेस लगा. डायरेक्ट वायरलेस लगाओ ना.
उसमें घुसता नहीं.
घुसता नहीं है. अच्छा दे दो. दो चाहिए इस सवाल. एक दो
इससे काम चलाइए.
इससे चला दें. हरे कृष्ण. ये तो चल रहे हैं.
नहीं, पूरा फुल 50 में आवाज है, पता नहीं.
अच्छा चला दीजिए, कोई बात नहीं. I think other service, other devotees. So, let us start. The projector.
Yes.
Same these 4 chapters I discussed in Bangalore. Before coming here, same 4 chapters. So 2.5 hours per day, 5 days. That means for 2 days we went 3 hours. So remaining 3 days, 2.5 hours. So congregation and brahmacharis together batch in Bangalore. Huh? Here. Questions, they were also having a lot of questions, but time was not there, so questions were cut down. Maitreya uvacha nishamyatma bhuvagitam karanam sankayojitah tatah sarve nyavartanta tridivaya divaukasah. Sri Maitreya said, the demigods, the inhabitants of the higher planets, were freed from all fear upon hearing the cause of the darkness explained by Brahma, who was born from Vishnu. Thus, they all returned to their respective planets. What is happening? Anyone remember what is happening here in this Bhagavatam? What was discussed? What was discussed previously? Jai Vijaya story was discussed. So who is discussing with whom? Brahmaji is discussing with demigods. Why this topic came?
Demigods approached Brahma to fear.
Because there is a darkness actually. When these Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha were there in the womb of Diti, so because of their effulgence, all the light, whatever is there in this universe is defeated by their influence. And that's why entire universe became dark. and demigods were not able to identify what is the reason for this. So that's why they went to Brahmaji, and then Brahmaji explained the story behind this. So he was explaining about how this Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha are going to appear. Jaya and Vijaya, they were cursed by Kumaras, and that's why they are appearing here. And also he explained Kumaras, they went to Vaikunta. After going there, so they have realized so many things. They got the Bhagavad Prapti, that means they are able to experience Shantarasa. Yes. So Shantarasa they experienced. They got the Shantarasa. So that's why Brahmaji was telling this to the demigods. By hearing the reason for this darkness in this universe, okay. And also Brahmaji said that this Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha cannot be killed by anyone else, but Lord himself will do that. So after hearing all this, they are happy. So, and they went back to their respective planets, abodes. So why this topic came actually? This Diti and that means this darkness came because the Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha's effulgence is the, or the prabhava is the cause. So Diti story, why it came here actually in this third canto?
She was surprised
Huh?
that two demons.
Diti story, why it came in this Bhagavatam? Huh?
Daughters were discussed. The creation was discussed.
Anyone?
The sons and daughters of
Diti story, why it was discussed here in this third canto suddenly?
first planet Earth was
Who is telling Diti story to whom? Maitreya is saying to Vidurji. Why Maitreya came to Diti story? हाँ सब भूल गया सब ब्राह्मण हो गया Why this topic came? Why Maitreya is telling about Diti and this Kashyapa's thing? Huh? Yes. Varaha?
the kalpas, they are mentioning the kalpas. Kalpa.
No, simple. We'll go and one by one. Immediate cause you tell me. No. I am asking why this Maitreya started explaining about Kashyapa and Diti. Why? ये स्टीलिंग अर्थ कहाँ आया है? वो तो बाद में आया. दीति और कश्यप का स्टोरी क्यों बोला गया इधर? मैत्री क्यों इसमें स्विच हो गई? इस तरफ क्यों आया?
क्रिएशन के समय स्वयं से कहा अर्थ इज नॉट
Actually, see, while explaining about so lifting of earth, what happened? So Maitreya said that suddenly he killed Hiranyaksha. Varaha killed Hiranyaksha. This was mentioned in which chapter? 13th chapter. This was mentioned in 13th chapter. 13th chapter we have seen that Varaha killing Hiranyaksha, and after that he lifted the earth back and he kept and he went off. Like that only you heard, na? In 13th chapter. So then after that, what happened? Vidura was asking, na, how this Varahadev is killing this Hiranyaksha? Can you explain me? This was being asked. So that's why, so to explain this, Diti's past tense came. So that means Maitreya, so who is this Hiranyaksha he was saying? So while explaining that in the 14th chapter, we have seen that. While explaining about Diti and Kashyapa, how she was got hesitated by, so untimely having the, that means in the odd time, she was having the desire for having the conception. Because of that, So there is going to have bad. So all this story he explained. But when she conceived them, then immediately after a few years, that whole universe is becoming dark. Then the story, that means to find the reason for this darkness, demigods went to Brahmaji. And that story came. Okay. So the reason is why this Diti story came, because Vidura was asking how this Hiranyaksha is being killed and who is this Hiranyaksha. Can you explain about the story? It's a heroic pastime we want to hear. Like that he was asking. So why this story came suddenly, if I ask another question, that means why Hiranyaksha, why Maitreya said that while explaining about the creation, suddenly he explained killing of, so Hiranyaksha, why he mentioned? That is a merging actually. Two stories he merged it. In 13th chapter we have seen. Yes. So two stories. This Hiranyaksha story happened in which Manvantara? Chakshasa Manvantara. Hiranyaksha story was related to Chakshasa Manvantara. And Swayambhu Manu's appearance will be सब कुछ भूल गए आप लोग हैं, पूरा के पूरा एकदम कुछ भी नहीं रखे. बाप रे बाप. Varahadev story comes in which? Varaha Kalpa. And Chakshasha Manvantara, killing of Hiranyaksha, comes in under Manvantara. And that is Kalpa. So Brahmaji's first day is also known as. So yeah, Sweta, that means in a month the first day is also known as Sweta Kalpa or the Varaha Kalpa, or otherwise Sweta Varaha Kalpa. So in this Kalpa, Varahadev comes in which form? White color. And he will be lifting the earth. But in every Manvantara he comes and kills Hiranyaksha. This is the difference actually. So actually, which story? In the second canto, what we have seen in the ending of the second canto? You remember? Sukadeva Goswami was asked by Parishit Maharaj questions. Which chapter this is? Parishit was asking questions. Second canto, chapter 8. So among those 18 bola kya? Oh my God. 18 बोला क्या? नहीं है ना? 80 बोला ना? 8 है ना? ये तो जोक कर रहे हैं. Chapter 8, second canto, chapter 8. So in that questions were asked, several questions were asked. So among that one question he was asking about time. So to answer this question, Sukadeva Goswami was saying, na? So I will be going to explain about Padmakalpa stories. Padmakalpa stories begins from which place? From which chapter? We discussed this. सब नंबर डालते जाओ ऐसे ही कोई 13 बोलो 12 बोलो कोई ना कोई लग जाएगा. ओके. 9th कौन है? 8th chapter, third canto, 8th chapter. Third canto, 8th chapter we already. That means about the Padmakalpa stories. They are being said by Maitreya Muni to Vidura. Before that, so the prasanga, that means how this Maitreya and Vidura they came contact, that was being explained in the beginning of third canto. But the Padmakalpa stories Maitreya started explaining to Vidura. So from which chapter? 8th chapter. So Padmakalpa stories are being said, and in that, so we have seen several jumpings also. Those I definitely assure that you all forgot. So, so please go through that material. Whatever the first class material is there in our link that you can see, and it will take a lot of time.
I have a question. The very first day that 4 Kumaras appeared, and Brahmadev instructed him to take project, but they rejected. That means they have some previous experiences and they don't want to.
Acha. So Brahma, the Chatush Kumaras, they don't want to help his father to increase the progeny because they are already Pratyek Atma Anubhava is there. That means Atma Rams. So you should assume that they have previously also the practice of the jnana. Because of this, they attained the self-realization. Atma Ramata is there. So because of this, they are not interested in this.
There was no Krishna.
No, but the Jivatma is coming from several. So from the beginning, less it is there. And they have experience of this material world and they came out from that. They are all self-realized souls. So next we will be seeing. So here in this chapter, Nishamya Atmabhuva Kitam Karanam Sankayojitaha Tatah Sarve Nyavartanta Tridivaya Devaukasaha. After hearing from Brahmaji about the reason for this darkness, their Shanka, that means their doubt, who is the cause for what, that is being so understood by them. So then they left that place. We are going to see. Shankaya Ujjitaha Bhagavatyeva Vishwasena iti bhavaha. Brahmaji said that Lord is going to kill this Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, and no one is going to do anything for them. So because of this, after hearing this, they have confidence on the Lord. Bhagavati eva Vishwasena. So because of the faith on the Lord, they were able to go away from there without any fear. Shankaya Ujjitaha. Before that, they have the doubt that whenever we have doubt, then that will cause for the fear. So if there is no doubt, then there is no fear. Like if you are in the darkness, dark room, you have doubt, you are touching, that means you are not able to see the things. So if you touch some soft one, you might be thinking that it is a snake. Some soft and long one, if you touch it, you think that something it is maybe snake, and because of that, you'll be getting the fear. So wherever there is a ignorance, there is always fear. Bhayam ditiya viniveshita syadishada petasya viparyayo smritihi. Bhayam, what is the cause for the bhayam? Yeah, ditiya viniveshita, entering into the dualities. What is the reason for entering into the dualities? Huh? Why we enter into the dualities? No. Immediate cause, you tell me. Tell me the immediate cause. Bodily conception. Because identifying himself as body. Why he is identifying himself as body? Who is that? Yeah, because of forgetting about he himself. Why he is forgetting himself as a soul? Falsity is cause for the bodily identification. That is already over. So, but bodily identification is because forgetting he himself. Who is he? So, why he is forgetting himself? What is the cause for that? Desire will come later, na? Huh? This is why I want to clear it actually. Yeah. This concept. Who is that? Wow. So because of being covered by the avidya, he forgot himself as I am soul. Why avidya is covering? Hey, these reasons should be clear for these steps will be putting the steps. So that what will happen? So our will go. Screen share is not happening. Yeah. Is there, no? Screen share is there. I learned new thing actually from Hyderabadis. This they, they told me actually how to make it this toolbar off. So I learned. 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 So That means not occurring. Hide it. You, you all didn't teach me. They taught. They're all techies anyway. They're all working in Infosys. First, fear, bhayam. What is the cause for this? Bodily conception. No. Entering into the dualities. अरे भय किसके लिए होता है? So because you have some attachment for something and you may lose it. So that's why you are getting the fear. So that is means entering into the dualities. Means in this life you are seeing something is favorable to you and something is unfavorable. Whenever you are getting the unfavorable thing, you are thinking that it is so danger for me, and you will be thinking it's a fear. It's a cause for fear. So that's why entering into the dualities. Dualities is the cause for the fear. Why one is entering into the dualities? So bodily conception. That means identifying himself as body. Why he is identifying himself as body? So before identifying himself as something else, first what should happen? He should forget himself. Forgetting himself. Himself as soul. I am soul. This kind of identification is gone. Why it went off? The reason is? Yeah. So he is covered by avidya. Jivatma is covered by why avidya is covering them? ये तो बोलिए. Why avidya is covering jivatma? Desire कहाँ है? That is not the inherent property of jivatma. Already desire will be there later here. When it is covered by the identifying himself as body, then desires will be so produced in the mind. Ichcha, dvesha, these are the properties of what? Mind.
And they will come out forgetting himself as soul.
Huh?
That
What? Forgetting himself as soul. Then later will come actually. Because Jivatma by nature, see phenomena how it happens. Jivatma by nature is what is pure. So can anyone change the Jivatmas? So that means some impurity can be there in that part and parcel. That means so Keshagra Satabhaga Suddha Kalpitasya. In that Anu particle, can you find any defect in that? Any contamination that Chit Padartha can be contaminated? No. Can it be transformed? Can it be changed? No. So that Chit particle is always pure or not? That is always pure. And that is always pure, and the consciousness is coming out from that also is pure. And that Chit particle can identify himself as soul also. This kind of ability Chit particle is having. But when it will forget about himself, when it is covered with the avidya. When it is covered with avidya, then only it is forgetting so himself as I am soul. So then after that, what is happening? So by Maya, it is given with what is that? Ahankara. Maya's product na ahankara. Ahankara will come when Karnanvasa Vishnu glances on so Prakriti, then after that ahankara is created, and that ahankara is given to Jivatma. Some little portion of that ahankara. So that's why ahankara, that means ego, false ego, and also it is given with the chitta. Chitta is given to him, chittam. So chittam means this is also one of the component, material component only. Then also it is given with the intelligence, and also it is given with mind, and also one more, senses. So now, if someone is desiring, I want so certain object, that means some material object. I want gold. So someone is developing this desire. I want gold. This desire is produced in where? Is it produced in this jivatma? In the jivatma is desiring this, but where it is produced? Mind actually. So I want gold. This is the vritti of the mind only. It's not the inherent property of jivatma. No, it is not inherent property of the jivatma. So this I want gold. This kind of vritti is produced by the help of chittam, intelligence, and ego, and also mind. All these combined together. So we can say antakarana, and that is in that antakarana desire is produced. I want gold. So then actually this what is happening, this pure jivatma is being covered by the avidya. This whatever the vritti means what? First of all, understand vritti means it is a function. That means some kind of, so you can say thought. Okay, here. So in that jivatma which is being covered, it is thinking that, so I am desiring gold. Okay. So like one cover is made and someone is entering and thinking that this is me, and these properties of that covering is also is thinking that he's mine, but actually nothing is belongs to him. So everything is done by prakriti only. Prakriti kriyamanani gunah karmani sarvasha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. When this jivatma is covered by the avidya and also of that false ego, so then it is thinking that I am the doer of this. But inherently, so desiring gold is not the inherent property of jivatma. No. When it is covered by the avidya and it is also covered with the false ego, then whatever the vrittis are formed in the mind, intelligence, and so on, so, and those it is falsely claiming that is mine, and this thought is also my thought. So that's why I'm asking, then what is the reason for the avidya being, that means jivatma is covered by avidya. So why it is happening? Huh? Hey, jiva wants to cover if you say Prabhuji. So avidya is covering, then only it is desiring. Na? I am asking why avidya is covered. You understood my point? Forgetfulness is caused by avidya.
Enjoyment away from
Enjoyment.
enjoying tendency of the soul.
Desire to know something different from Krishna.
Desire to know. That is a property of jivatma. I am asking avidya. First avidya should be covered. Then only it will Maya further. Then only jivatma can forget himself. Then after that, so Maya is going to give the further layers. But why avidya is covering? So Maya is covering jivatma with avidya.
But Jiva wants to experience as the Lord.
Now, okay. Thank you for all comments. So now I'll be explaining this. What is the reason for this avidya to cover jivatma? The reason is ishadapetasya, because it is having the anadi paratattva jnana sansarga abhava. It means from the beginningless. Anadi means beginningless. So it is not having the paratattva jnana. Since this jivatma didn't surrender to the Lord, that means it doesn't have knowledge about the jivatma, doesn't have knowledge about Lord. Not having that paratattva jnanam is the cause for avidya. So that means Maya is covering this jivatma with the avidya. That means he is a Lord, and always jivat Maya, where it resides? It resides backside. Backside means, so it cannot come front to the Lord. And she is doing, then if she is backside to the Lord, that means which kind of jivas can be covered by her? Who are also at the backside to the Lord. That means those who are backside to the Lord means what it means? That means Bhagavat Tironmukha. That means those who are not having the knowledge about the Lord. If they know the Lord, they can immediately, so Maya will release them. Maya cannot act on them. So since they have no knowledge about the Lord, those jivas are being covered by the Maya. But when this jiva, by the association of the either jnani or otherwise by the bhakta, if they come to know about the Paratattvam, then what will happen? So immediately Maya will leave them. That means if they come to know about the Lord and if they surrender to the Lord, so then what will happen? Then Maya will leave them. So that's why when onwards the jivatma is covering this means this Maya is covering this jivatmas? Anadi. So that's why what is the proof for this concept? Isha bayam ditiya biniveshita syat ishadapetasya viparyayo smritihi tanmaya avajetam. So there you can see ishadapetasya. Why jivat? Now we'll be coming through the sloka also. Okay. Jivatma is covered by avidya. What is the reason for this? Because of jiva turned away from the Lord. That means jiva was away from the Lord. That means not having the knowledge about Lord. So from our sloka, which word is telling about this? Ishadapetasya. Bhayam ditiya viniveshitasyad ishadapetasya viparyo smritihi. That is a foundational sloka actually, which comes under the 11th canto. Na? So ishadapetasya. Ishat apetah. Apetah means away from the Lord. That means backside to the Lord. Ishadapetasya.
What does it mean by back of the Lord?
That means they don't have any knowledge about Supreme Personality of God. Paratattva jnana, abhava. Abhava means absence. Absence of the knowledge about the Supreme Truth. So this is the cause. Then after that, what will happen? Asmritihi. Asmritihi means forgetting about himself. So that will happen when Jivatma covers that Jiva, when Maya covers that Jivatma, and because of that, so Jivatma will forget himself as soul. So these two steps are in that sloka what? Asmritihi. So after this asmriti, what happened? Jivatma is identifying himself as body. Viparyaha. Viparya means viparya viparita jnana. That means thinking himself as body. So because of viparya, what will happen? Ditiya abhiniveshaha. So because of Ditya Abhinivesha, what will happen? Bhayam syat. Ishadapetasya. So viparyayo smritihi. That is a sloka actually. These are the steps. So that's why now what is the solution for this Jivatma to come out from this avidya? What is the fundamental reason for this Jivatma to be covered by the Maya? It is not having the knowledge about the Supreme Lord. Now, if it is going to get the knowledge about the Supreme Lord, and if you surrender to Him, after getting the knowledge, what it will do? It will be surrendering to the Lord. So then what will happen? Then Maya will leave. So that's why what is said. So, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva Ye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. So that's why by just surrendering to the Lord, first you should know and surrender to the Lord, then what will happen? then so Maya immediately leaves. That means avidya is out, and also the external coverings are all out. Then the Jivatma is liberated actually. Maya metam tarantite. It will be liberated. So that's why you can see what is the reason for the Jivatma to be caught by Maya. Only the reason is so absence of the knowledge of the Lord and paratattva jnana sansarga abhava. So this is the wording actually. Paratattva jnana sansarga. From when onwards it is happening? From the beginningless it is happening. So we don't know when it happened. Prabhupada is writing in the Purport, 13th chapter, 20th sloka. So we don't know when this Jivatma came into this material contact. Actually, how it came, only Lord knows, but we don't know. So from that means when it onwards, it is on the backside of the Lord. That means absence of the knowledge about the Lord. When it onwards, beginningless. So that means there is no questions there. Already Prabhupada is writing no questions here. So then those jivatmas not having the knowledge, that is the cause. So that's why you are link it. That sloka, you link it with the Ishada Petas, that means Bhayam Ditya Niveshtasyad Ishada Petasya Prayosmriti. So that is a proof. This sloka is telling about these steps. First is Paratattva Jnana Abhava. So next step is, that means Ishada Petasya means Paratattva Jnana Abhava. Because of that, next immediately avidya is covering the jivatma. That is done by Maya. So then it is Jivatma is forgetting about himself as I am soul. Then after that, so next covering is Maya is giving the false ego. Because of that, it is getting the bodily identification, I am body. So then after that, so it is entering into the dualities. So, and after that, Bhayam is coming. So to come out from the Bhayam, what should happen? Ultimately, the root cause. What is the root cause? Ishada Petha. That means turning away from the Lord. So that is the root cause. And now if Jivatma turns towards the Lord, then problem is solved. That means all these next steps are gone. These will be, that means no asmriti, no viparayagna. Okay. So now how it can turn, that means Jivatma, how it can turn towards the Lord? So it can turn that Jivatma by the sadhu's association only. It cannot turn towards the Lord automatically. So that's why turning towards the Lord is also three types. What is that? Seeing absolute truth as Brahman, seeing absolute truth as Paramatma, absolute truth is nothing but Krishna, and seeing it as Bhagavan. So Jivatma, majorly if you see Saguna and Nirguna. This is Saguna and this is Nirguna form of the absolute truth. So this Jivatma can turn towards the Lord by the association of the jnanis or by the association of bhaktas. So you take it as, that means upasakas of Paramatma is also a kind of bhaktas only. Then you can take this bhaktas are the cause, otherwise jnanis are the cause. So when these jnanis associate this Jivatma, which is away from the Lord from the beginningless, so then what they will explain it to them? They say that absolute truth is nothing but Brahman, and you are not this body, you are Brahman, and you have to come out from this bodily conception of life. So that's why what kind of teachings they give, what kind of practice they give to them. So they give, that means initially Jivatma, where it is the karmi. That means Jivatma doesn't have knowledge about the Lord, and it is doing the various activities in this material world and enjoying. And after that means doing karma and getting the results of that and enjoying. So from how long it is happening? From the beginningless it is happening. From Anadi it is happening actually. The avidya, Prakriti is also Anadi, Jivatma is also Anadi, and their relationship is also Anadi. So from Anadi it is happening, and such a Jivatma, how it can turn towards the Lord? So there is automatically can it turn towards the Lord and know that I am the servant of the Lord, or I am the Brahman. So like that it can come to know automatically and can become so come out from this material nature. No, it's not possible actually. So it's not at all possible. Only there is some extra, that means outside help it is needed. So that's why. So there is a two types of association majorly, either jnanis or otherwise bhaktas. When jnanis associate with this karmi, so they will be saying that you are not body, but you are so Brahman. So that's it for realizing that, and this karma is also attached bondage for you. Don't attach for this karma, and to get out from this karma, what they will be explaining? Nishkama karma yoga. They will explain to them to practice nishkama karma yoga. Then after that, when there is sufficient antakarana shuddhi, so then what will be happening? They will be asking this practitioner to leave the karma. That means karma sannyasa yoga. When they will be saying to leave the karma, so nishkama karma yoga, when they can leave? When they got the detachment for the results of the karma. When they got detachment for the results of the karma by practicing the nishkama karma yoga, and also detachment for the karma, also karma results and karma. So because if they got detachment for the results of the karma, then automatically what will happen? They will be getting the detachment for karma also. Everyone is feeling struggling actually. What is explaining Venugopal? Yeah?
Last time, same concept.
Yeah. That's why I'm revising. So nishkama karma yoga, then what will happen? They will enter into the jnana yoga. Then after that, they will be getting finally by practicing nirguna brahma. So when this karmi is coming in association of the bhakta, then what will he will be explaining? So yeah, Krishna is the supreme personality of the Godhead. If they come in association of the yogis, then they will be saying that Paramatma is the absolute truth, and you have to worship him, realize him. Like that they say. So let us take here bhaktas are the giving the association to the karmis. They'll be saying that so absolute truth is Krishna, and till what time they should be doing the karma? These devotees who are coming in the association of pure devotees. So pure devotees are saying that Krishna prema is the absolute, that means final goal of the jivatma. So till what time they has to do karma and when they can live? In the case of the jnanis, so they are saying to the practitioners, till what time they have to practice nishkam karma yoga, karma arpanam? When they get the detachment. In the case of devotees, when they can leave the karma? Dhrida Shraddha. So when they get the Dhrida Shraddha, strong faith. So till they get the strong faith means what? What is the shape of the strong faith? What define the strong faith?
Scriptures.
Knowledge about the scriptures. Knowledge about scripture will is enough. If what is symptom of the strong faith? Full surrender. How much surrender? Full surrender. That means, and also otherwise it is equal to the coming out from the designations, all designations. Brahma Bhuta stage is the beginning of bhakti. That means I am not body, I am soul. So such a way one should come out from all the designations. So that is the beginning of bhakti, suddha bhakti. Before that he has to practice Daiva Varnashrama Dharma. That means pure devotional service. That means Varnashrama Dharma, which is target of the pure devotion. And then finally where he will reach? He will reach Saguna Brahma. That means Krishna. He will be getting the Krishna. So this is the roughly, but inner details are there. So Paramatma realization. So that we can see. So now the point is Jivatma from the beginningless. It is not having the knowledge about the absolute truth. So but when it is coming in association of either jnanis or the bhaktas, then from that association only. So that's why Juhu Goswami is establishing with the sadhu sangha only Jivatma can be delivered. Jivatma can come out from this material, that means attachments, material bondage. That sadhu may be the jnani or the yogi or otherwise bhakta. But among them, who is the best beneficial? That's a bhakta. So among the bhaktas also many pradhanibhuta bhaktas and also suddha bhaktas.
What is the
Pradhanibhuta and
He's asking difference.
difference. Pradhanibhuta bhaktas and suddha bhaktas. What is the difference? Pradhanibhuta bhaktas. Bhakti is pradhana, but they are mixing bhakti with what? Karma, jnana, or otherwise yoga or something else. So that means bhakti is pradhana. Definitely they are understanding bhakti is pradhana, but they are not doing the purely devotion. That bhakti is along with what? It is mixed with either karma or the jnana. So that's why karma mishra bhakta is pradhanibhuta bhakta. Or otherwise jnana mishra bhakta is also pradhanibhuta bhakta. Karma jnana mishra bhakta is also pradhanibhuta bhakta. But what about the suddha bhakta? Suddha bhakta is not at all mixing any kind of things with the bhakti. So here bhakti means what? Sakshat bhakti, Shravana Kirtanadi Rupa bhakti. That is not mixed with. So that is not mixed with any kind of karma jnana or so and so. So that's why if anyone come in association of the pradhanibhuta bhakta, he will become at maximum of pradhanibhuta bhakta only. Can he become suddha bhakta? No. That means if you open the heart of pradhanibhuta bhakta, what is there you see? This is the heart. Okay. Open and see, then the doubts will be clear. क्या भर के रखा देखते हैं अभी. So pradhanibhuta bhakta is doing the Shravana Kirtanadi Rupa Bhakti. So karma mishra bhakta, if you see example is karma mishra bhakti. That means here bhakti means what? Sakshat bhakti or direct devotion. Bhakti means direct devotion. What the example is? Shravanam, Kirtanam and so on. And if that is mixed with what? Karma and so on. Here karma, you take karma. Karma means what? Which is going to give further body. That means it is, which is the cause for the further body. That everything is known as karma only. Okay. So that karma, if you mix with the bhakti, that means in his heart bhakti is there. What is that? So Shravana Kirtanadirupa bhakti is there. This Shravana Kirtanadirupa bhakti example is what? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smarana, all. These activities by nature, what? They are all nirguna. These activities are by nature nirguna. They don't have, so that means any kind of the tinge of the modes. Like example, you are hearing. So hearing is activity, but hearing film music, hearing Krishna. So hearing film music, what? Is material, and it is, this activity is gunas, is a saguna. This activity is saguna activity. But when the object of hearing is Krishna, then that means this hearing activity is object, subject, object, verb. For the verb acting, that means here hearing is a verb, na? For this verb, object is Krishna, then doer, who is the doer? Devotee is a subject. So devotee is subject. So hearing is the activity, and object is Krishna's name, means Krishna. So when Krishna is directly objective of the activities, then those activities are known as direct devotion. Are the no. Swarupa Siddha Bhakti. That activity itself is Bhakti. Suddha Bhakti is different, direct devotion is different. Yes or no? Explain, okay. Okay, Suddha Bhakti is different, direct devotion is different, Sakshat Bhakti is different. Direct devotion is also known as Sakshat Bhakti. So now Sakshat Bhakti means direct devotional activities, means those activities which are directly connected to Krishna or otherwise. So in the place of Krishna, you can take Guru or otherwise Sadhu, who is liberated from the material body, conditioning. So those are all known, those can be the object. That means, so seeing pure devotee, seeing activities happening, seeing Krishna is direct devotion or not? Yes. And seeing pure devotee is also direct devotion or not? Yes, that means for that activity, if the Krishna or his pure devotees, if they are the objects, then those activities are known as direct devotion. That means that activity itself is having the Chinmaya Shakti. Transcendental potency is there in that activity. Okay. And that activity is like a fire. If you do that activity, either the Shraddha or the without Shraddha, it is going to give result. Example, in the case of the rat, when rat took into the mouth the wig which is offered to the Lord in the month of Kartik, so that activity when it struck in his teeth, so it is just jumping. So that activity, that means offering the lamp. So lamp offering. So for this lamp offering activity, who is the object? Krishna. So directly is Krishna is the object. So that's why this activity is what? Is the direct devotional activity. And even this rat may be knowing or may not be knowing that this activity is a devotional activity. There is no need. That means if you touch a fire without knowing or without knowing with knowing, is there any difference in the burning of your hand? No difference. That means without knowledge also if you touch, with knowledge also if you touch, it is going to burn. Similarly, this activity, direct devotional activity means if you do that activity with consciousness or without consciousness of that activity, so definitely it is going to give result. So
Bhakti also.
no, I'm coming. I want few more minutes, then I will take questions. So one more thing, in the another activities there, like you are doing farming in a field. That means you are cleaning the earth, sowing seeds, putting water. Then after that, so the sprouts came out, and then after that, so plants grow, giving fertilizer, pesticides, so on. So finally, you produce the yield. These activities, that means sowing seeds. Who is sowing for this activity? Which is the object? Sowing activity. Who is the object? Seeds. Okay, seeds are the object. So is it direct devotion activity? This activity is a devotional activity? No. I'm putting water to the field, giving water to field. Next, growing the plants. These are all not at all. By nature, they are not devotional activities. But the result, whatever came, that means yield. If you give that to the Lord, if you offer that to the Lord, then what will happen? All these activities are becoming devotion. By nature, those activities are not devotion, but when the result of that activities are offered to the Lord, then that kind of activities are known as Hey, Siddha Bhakti. Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Aropa Siddha. That means Bhakti. By nature, they are not active. Those are all not devotion. But when the result of that is offered to the Lord, then those are considered as Bhakti actually. Like someone is working in some industry and TCS. And that activity is devotion. No, but the salary, whatever the outcome came from that you gave to the Lord, then this activity is becoming devotion. So this is not pure devotion actually. This is not Sakshat Bhakti. It is Aropa Siddha Bhakti. That means it became Bhakti by Aropan. That activity became Bhakti, आरोप करने के बाद वो भक्ति हो गया. भक्ति उसमें आरोपित किया गया उस एक्टिविटी पर. समझ में आ रहा है? Wording also very easy to understand. Now one more activity is there. I want to say one more thing. So there is another kind of the activity. It is also becoming the bhakti. So for example, someone X person is there. This X person is doing. He understood that means his life is meant for devotion. So that means that's why he's chanting and hearing and doing so many services to the Lord, direct services. So, but he has the consciousness that, and to do all this, I need body. So to maintain that body, I need food. So to get that food, I need karma. So without doing the karma, I cannot do my bhakti in this way. Okay. So like that, he is thinking and he is doing the karma. That means working in the field and he is producing the rice and grains. And after that, he is using that. So he is nourishing his body, and by using that body, he is doing Shravana Kirtanadirupa Bhakti, Sakshat Bhakti. Okay. Now, in this case also, this so producing rains is it direct devotion? No. Now, but he is seeing that activity which is helpful for his devotion. So then, because this producing rains is assisting to do bhakti. So then this is also called as bhakti. What kind of bhakti this is? This karma is also known as now bhakti. Why? Because it is assisting to bhakti. So that's why this karma is also bhakti now. Now another example I give. So some person is there, ex-person is there, he is chanting holy names. Okay? To chant holy names, he is thinking that controlling mind is important. So to control the mind, he is using the knowledge. That means I am not body, I am the soul. So by this knowledge, he is so making with the strength of this knowledge, he is not allowing this mind to go outside. And he is always thinking that I am soul. So that's why my mind should not dwell in the sense objects. So with the strength of this knowledge, he is controlling his mind, and that controlled mind, he is engaging in hearing the Krishna's names, hearing the Krishna's names. Now, controlling mind by nature, is it devotional activity? No. But now this controlling mind is assisting for what? To hear the Krishna's names. So that's why now here controlling mind is what? Is also becoming the bhakti. What kind of bhakti? No. Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Aropa Siddha means offering, Baba. Offering. Result of that activity should be offered. Sangha Siddha means by association it is becoming the bhakti. By nature it is not bhakti. Like controlling mind is not the bhakti. Producing the grains is not bhakti. But when it is assisting to the bhakti, when it is associated, that means it is accompanying the bhakti, then it is considered as bhakti. So that kind of bhakti is known as Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Majorly we have these three. Aropa Siddha, Sangha Siddha, Swarupa Siddha. Swarupa Siddha example is Shravanam Kirtanam.
This example you gave, he produces wheat, eats the grain, so that he can maintain himself to do directly.
Yes. That means some activities, if you think that those are useful to do directly devotion, but those activities by nature not bhakti. So, but if you see those are all helpful to do bhakti, sakshat bhakti. So then these activities are also becoming the bhakti. What kind of bhakti that is? Sangha Siddha. When you do activity and result of that activity you offer, then that is known as. So that's a totally how many types? 3 types. Okay, now. Same.
That way, sometimes we take seminar.
Okay, I'll come. No. अभी तो आने दीजिए, प्रधानीभूत भक्ति एक्सप्लेन करना है ना आपको. सो देखिए, so Swarupa Siddha Bhakti or direct devotion, all understood na? Direct devotion, everyone understood? Swarupa Siddha, direct devotion, or the Sakshat Bhakti, or three are same synonyms. What it mean?
Swarupa Siddha ki ne rat example सुना है.
स्वरूप सिद्धा भक्ति के लिए श्रवणम कीर्तन, वो अभी उसका नेचर में एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं. उसको जान से करो अनजान से करो, वो रिजल्ट देगा. ये बोलने के लिए मैं रैट एग्जांपल. Why I give rat example? Because this Swarupa Siddha Bhakti, so if you do that with conscious or without conscious, it is going to give result. But to achieve this Swarupa Sangha Siddha Bhakti, so that karma can become directly bhakti? No, you have to consciously, you should see the link it with the bhakti. Then only that will become, that can be achieved. Sangha Siddha Bhakti, or otherwise Aropa Siddha Bhakti. आ रहे ना?
Yes.
ठंड लग रहे हैं क्या सबको? डायरेक्ट डिवोशन. थोड़ा सा फोकस दीजिए, बहुत कुछ आसान से समझ में आएगा. ये चैप्टर बहुत कुछ नहीं, इसको ऐसे कॉन्सेप्ट दे रहा हूँ इसीलिए। चैप्टर ऐसे आधा घंटा में उड़ा देते आप लोग सोचिए मत कि क्यों ये सब बोल रहे हैं, ये कॉन्सेप्ट टाइम अभी 1 साल के बाद मिलेंगे हम ऑलमोस्ट ऑल। तो इसीलिए जितना हो सके उतना हम दे पाएंगे, तो हम प्रयास करेंगे एक्चुअली। प्लीज कोऑपरेट विथ मी, and if you give attention then we can easily go further. So till now I discussed that, so how this jivatma is entangled with this material world. So beginning is ishadapetaha, then after that avidya covering, then after that asmritihi, that means forgetting himself, then after that so maya is giving the ego, and then it is identifying himself as body, then after that so entering into the dualities, then after that finally bhayam. So to assert what is the root cause, turning face away from the Lord, that is the root cause. So that's why so this jivatma has to turn towards the Lord. So that will happen by jivatma automatically? No, it will happen by only by the association of the sadhus. That sadhu can be jnani or bhakta. That is done. So next, after that we have seen.
Can you just say all this? So I'm not going to see
So okay. Now next point is we are coming to the so pradhanibhuta bhakti. That means I said there one point. If jivatma is coming in association of a pradhanibhuta bhakta, it maximum can become only pradhanibhuta bhakta. If jivatma is coming in association of a pure devotee, and if we get this his mercy, then only it will become pure devotee. And if jivatma is coming in association of a jnani, and if we get the mercy of the jnani only, not the pure devotee, then it maximum can become jnani only, and it can go for the Brahman realization only. This is the next point I said. When I said this, you people asked one question: what is pradhanibhuta bhakti and what is pure devotion? Yes, you all asked or not. Then that's why I started open the new topic. So I want to explain what is pradhanibhuta bhakti. So before that, I am explaining. I said that there is a majorly. So pradhanibhuta bhakti example is one more point. About the pradhanibhuta bhakti, I said that there is a karma mishra bhakti, jnana mishra bhakti, karma jnana mishra bhakti. These are all pradhanibhuta bhakti, I said. So to explain that, I went even one more step down. Okay. What is that I'm saying? First of all, to make you understand this pradhanibhuta bhakti, I started explaining about 3 types of bhakti. That is sakshat bhakti, so sangha siddha bhakti, arop siddha bhakti. So what I said about sakshat bhakti means what I said. So Savanam Kirtan, what it means? But activity directly connected with the Lord. Lord or the Lord's representatives. Lord's representative means pradhanibhuta bhakti nahi. Shuddha bhakti only. Who is transcendental? Condition. That means seeing transcendental devotee is only the so sakshat bhakti. Seeing pradhanibhuta bhakti is not transcendental. No. Okay, you have to remember this. So that's a sakshat bhakti means that for that activity, object will be the Lord or the Guru or otherwise. So sadhu who is so transcendental. So now, next point is this sakshat bhakti means by nature it is that devotional activity, and that activity itself is having the shakti. What shakti? Bhakti shakti it is having that activity itself. And that kind of activity, if you do consciously or unconsciously, so without knowledge or with knowledge, that means what is meaning of knowledge and without knowledge? So that means this activity is the direct devotion, and here by this activity Krishna is served. So such a knowledge you don't have. But even if you do this, it is going to give result. It is going to give result. So that means what is the result? Burning the all the so sins. That means without knowing, that means this activity is the devotional activity is connected to the Lord. Without knowing, if you do that activity, then that is known as bhakti abhasa, or otherwise nama bhasa. Now that means you are taking the Rama or Krishna name, Krishna you are uttering, while uttering, you don't know that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and so this activity is glorifying him. So such a knowledge you doesn't, and you are the part and parcel of him, and your constitutional position is serving him. Such a knowledge you don't have. And if someone utters that, is it possible or not? It can possible actually. If someone utters, then that bhakti is known as abhasa bhakti, and the chanting holy name is known as nama. So That means, but will he get result or not for that activity?
Yes.
Definitely he'll get. Like that example is given, fire example. So if you touch the fire, that means fire will burn me. That knowledge you don't have. I still, if you touch, it will burn or not. It will not say that, oh, he doesn't know me, that if you touch it and I will burn. Such a knowledge he doesn't know, so I should not burn, like that. It will stop. No, if you touch, it will burn. Similarly, that means fire example, why I am giving here to explain Sakshat Bhakti means that activities by nature, they have the Bhakti potency. If you do those activities with consciousness or without consciousness, they are going to give result. Such activities are known as Sakshat Bhakti. Example is 64 limbs of pure devotional service. All are Sakshat Bhakti only. So Shravanam, Kirtan, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevam, Archanam, Vandanam, all these. So Navadha Bhakti, not only this 9, there are another, so 55 are there. Not only 55, actually, if you go and see in Hari Bhakti Vilas, even it is 100s are there. Sakshat Bhaktis. So now, what is the difference between the Sakshat Bhakti and Aropa Siddha Bhakti that I explained in the next point? So I was saying that Aropa Siddha Bhakti means that activity by nature, it is not devotion. Example is, so producing grains is not a devotional activity. But when you offer the result of the producing grains activity, what is that results? That's the grains. If you offer that result to the Lord, then the producing grains activity is also becoming the Bhakti. And this is what? Aropa Siddha Bhakti. So, next.
Just giving 100% giving or few percentage. Then how much?
That's depends upon the level of the Aropa Siddha. That is another thing.
Namabhas, we heard that it is when we realize that it is after realizing this. Not that they are doing.
Abhasa Bhakti means it is unknowingly if you do that. So that is the definition of Bhakti Abhasa. Okay. Next, the technical term of, next, Sangha Siddha Bhakti. What it means, the Sangha Siddha Bhakti? So by nature, it is not Bhakti. So when it is assisting the Bhakti activity, like Shravanam Kirtanam, so to do the Shravanam Kirtan, to chant holy names, controlling mind. So you are doing controlling mind by the strength of the, so jnana. That means I am not body, I am soul. With this knowledge, you are controlling your mind, and that controlled mind is used to chant Hare Krishna, to hear the holy name. So then this kind of controlling mind is also becoming now Bhakti. So that is known as Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Huh? Okay. We'll go next one by one. So now Pradhanibhuta Bhakti. So see, Sakshat Bhakti or direct devotion, that is always Nirguna. That means there are no gunas in that. So, but if you see the Aropa Siddha Bhakti and if you see the Sangha Siddha Bhakti, they are not. So those are by nature guna, but now you are making them to help. So Sakshat Bhakti, so that's why these activities, they are also Nirguna. They are by nature not Nirguna actually. Okay. So Aropa Siddha and Sangha Siddha, by nature they are not Nirguna. So but only the Sakshat Bhakti by nature Nirguna. So that means when someone is doing the Sakshat Bhakti, that means Shravanam Kirtanam, maybe per day 5 hours, 10 hours is doing. But in his heart, there is a consciousness. In his heart, there is a feeling. What is that feeling? So karma is needed to do this bhakti. So karma is needed to do this bhakti whenever this kind of feeling. Karma is needed to do bhakti. This is a transcendental feeling, or this is a guna feeling? Gunatmakam. So because of this kind of bhava, whatever bhava is having, that means bhakti needs, so karma, because of this bhava is not out of, so this bhava is not beyond the modes. This bhava is inside the modes only. So that bhava is tainting color to this nirguna bhakti. Like example, if you take a crystal is always clean and it is not having any colors. But if you keep a red cloth near to this, what will happen? This crystal will looking now a red crystal. So similarly, this nirguna bhakti, sakshat bhakti is crystal. In the place of crystal, you take sakshat bhakti. Now you are doing this bhakti, this sakshat bhakti for killing someone. Killing someone is out of what? This bhava is out of what? Gunas. Which guna? Tamo guna. So this is tainting now color to this bhakti. What bhakti this is? What color it will be applying, tainting on this crystal? Tamo guna, black color. Black bhakti this is. When you have desire, that means to gain the name and fame. For doing that, you are doing the sakshat bhakti. So now in this heart, what is there? Material desire. That means you want to become a General Secretary. Who are the aspirants of General Secretaries? Temple President.
Thinking only of Iskcon is saying General Secretary.
Not General Secretary. Not the Bureau Secretary. You want to
In the one heart, all simultaneously exist.
When you do this sakshat bhakti for the sake of material desires, that is becoming red color. But same sakshat bhakti, if you do for material, that means killing someone or destroying someone, then that will become black color. But when you do this, sakshat bhakti for the sake of liberation, to come out from this bodily conception of life, then this bhakti is becoming what? White. Sattvic bhakti. And when you see, that means, like example, one more thing I am saying, if you do this bhakti for the sake of, what is this song? Other side. If we do this bhakti for pleasing Krishna only, if you do only for pleasing, that means you are doing sakshat bhakti only for pleasing Krishna, then it is known as nirguna bhakti. So that is the meaning of nirguna bhakti. But you see,
Only for Krishna, nirguna. For Krishna's pleasure.
Only for Krishna's pleasure. No other reasons.
You say sakshat bhakti.
Sakshat bhakti, if it is done for pleasure of Krishna, then that is known as nirguna bhakti. No coloring is coming. But you are doing sakshat bhakti for pleasure of Krishna, but you are also thinking that for doing this sakshat bhakti, there is a need of karma. What will happen now? This sakshat bhakti is nirguna or the colorful? I am giving second condition I am giving. See, I will come again once again. Please understand this concept. It will help you a lot, actually. It will help you a lot to understand so many things. First of all, I am saying sakshat bhakti by nature it is nirguna, no gunas in that. Now, if you do that sakshat bhakti for killing someone, then this is becoming tamasi bhakti. That means a black color. So but by nature it is a nirguna only. But now because of this, in your heart, what you are making this bhakti for something material thing. So that's why this bhakti is now nirguna bhakti became saguna. So now if you do this sakshat bhakti for material gain, so some name, fame, then also it is becoming saguna, red color. If you do this bhakti, sakshat bhakti for this, sakshat bhakti means shravanam kirtanam. That means you are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, forgetting that means out from this material bodily conception of life. Then it is becoming saguna, that's the white color. But when you do this sakshat bhakti for pleasing Krishna only, that is nirguna only. Now, if you do sakshat bhakti for the pleasing Krishna, I am giving one more condition. But if you think to do this sakshat bhakti, there is a need of the karma is needed. Karma's help is needed to do this bhakti. Because karma is which color? It is in the red color actually. Karma is always rajasic. So this will be giving what color to this? Red color. That means you are doing sakshat bhakti for pleasing Krishna only. But you are thinking that karma is needed to do the sakshat bhakti. Then this is known as, this is saguna bhakti or nirguna? Saguna only. So if you do, now that means this bhakti is known as what? Na karma mishra bhakti. But what? Bhakti matra kama karma mishra bhakti. You can do like this also, na? You do sakshat bhakti for liberation. But for liberation, okay? You are doing sakshat bhakti for liberation, where you are thinking that for doing this sakshat bhakti, there is a need of the karma. Then this is what kind of karma mishra bhakti? So please use your attention. You are all very intelligent actually. You can easily catch. No. What I am saying. Who is that? Very good. That's a kaivalya kama karma mishra bhakti. So that means you are using sakshat, you are doing sakshat bhakti for what? For getting the liberation. And where you are thinking that to do sakshat bhakti, there is a need of karma. Then that is known as kaivalya kama karma mishra bhakti. If you do sakshat bhakti for getting the material gain, that means some material pleasure, and where you are doing to do sakshat bhakti, there is a need of the karma. Then this is known as sakama karma mishra bhakti. And sakama karma mishra bhakti will be nirguna. Kaivalya kama karma mishra bhakti can be nirguna. Bhakti matra kama karma mishra bhakti can be nirguna. No. But so similarly, you are getting now you are doing sakshat bhakti. Huh? What true?
This is
Written. This is sakshat bhakti.
You're telling that someone else doing bhakti and need karma.
Yes.
Can you give practical example of what?
Practical example is simple practical example. So I want to do my Shravana Kirtanadi bhakti, and that farmer, he is a farmer. Let us take some farmer is there, and he is chanting every day 5 or 6 hours Shravanam Kirtanam, and also worshipping all the sakshat bhakti is doing. So, but for that, still he is not in the bodily, he is not out of bodily conception. He is thinking himself as a farmer. And I am a farmer, I should do my karma, and because of this karma only I can do my bhakti. Without doing karma, I cannot maintain my body, I cannot do so my bhakti. What it means? So to maintain his body, he is thinking that, so that means he's in the bodily conception. So thinking himself as body is a Kshatriya or Vaishya or Sudra or Brahmana. And with that consciousness, so he is doing Shravanam Kirtanam. So, and also he is thinking that, so my dharma is needed, so to do this bhakti. So this is the consciousness of karma mishra bhakta. And if we do that sakshat bhakti for pleasing Krishna, so then that is known as bhakti matra kama karma mishra bhakti. If you do that sakshat bhakti for the liberation, then it is known as kaivalya kama karma mishra bhakti. And if he does so that bhakti for material gain, then that is sakama karma mishra bhakti.
Is it possible that same farmer can do karma mishra bhakti? You can do suddha bhakti, then what is conception changes?
Conception changes. I'll explain that also. So now, first of all, concepts pick it up, because now first time hearing, because of this, so grasping the first wording also should happen, meanings of that, and keep those in a first hearing. Then after that, whatever immediate doubts are coming, so those will be clarified, and meditate on that in the next level. So then you'll be getting the, so a lot of, so more understanding actually. So I am keep on putting the wording and just in a simple manner I am explaining. It itself is a big course actually. 10 hours course this is. So it's a Bhakti Prakara how we did. So but now we are just giving in a simple idea. So now what I am saying in the case of Karma Mishra Bhakti, so Bhakti is the main. He is thinking that I should do Bhakti, but he is thinking the help of, that means along with that karma, along with that Bhakti, so he might be identifying like this also. I am Kshatriya, I should do my dharma. If I don't do dharma, then it's a sinful. Then I cannot get the, so that means my success of my life. This is the conception is there actually. So such a feeling, what it is making, this bhakti, what our Sakshat Bhakti is doing, that is colorful. That means sakama, it is making this, saguna. It is making it as saguna. So what I want to say now, what about the nirguna bhakti? Karma Mishra Bhakti is also colorful. Sakama, Kaivalya Kama, and Bhakti Matra Kama, all are. Yeah. And if you think that means to do Sakshat Bhakti, there is a need of the jnana. Okay? There is need of jnana. That means to do, example I give, Shravanam, that's chanting if you want to do, then controlling mind is needed based upon the jnana. That is, I am not body, I am soul. With that, you are controlling the mind, and based upon that controlled mind, you are engaging in the hearing the Krishna's names. So in this case, jnana, that means you are taking for hearing Krishna's name, you are taking the support of the jnana. So this kind of bhakti is known as jnana mishra bhakti. And if you do Jnana Mishra Bhakti, that means here Sakshat Bhakti, whatever you are doing, that is for the sake of pleasing Krishna. Then it is known as what?
Bhakti Matra Kama.
Bhakti Matra Kama Jnana Mishra Bhakti. If you do this Sakshat Bhakti for liberation, for sake of liberation, so and you are doing this Sakshat Bhakti needs the help of Jnana, then it is known as Kaivalya Kama Jnana Mishra Bhakti. Break. Okay. Kaivalya Kama Jnana Mishra Bhakti. Okay. So, but Kaivalya Kama Jnana Mishra Bhakti also not Nirguna. Bhakti Matra Kama Jnana Mishra Bhakti also not Nirguna. So, what can be that means? So, completely Nirguna Bhakti. When you can say it's completely Nirguna Bhakti, when you do Sakshat Bhakti for pleasing Krishna, and don't think that for this bhakti there is a need of any other karma or jnana or anything else. That means this bhakti should be free from what? This should be uncovered from jnana karma adi anavrutam. And also it should be done, this sakshat bhakti, it should be done for pleasuring the Krishna, anya vilashita sunyam. Then this is becoming the suddha bhakti. Who can do this kind of bhakti? The one who is coming out from three modes. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tatparena nirmalatvam rushikena rushikesa sevanam bhakti ruchyate. That means whose consciousness came out from the upadis. That means I am not Brahmana, I am not Kshatriya, I am not Vaishya, I am not Sudra, I am not Sannyasi, I am not Vanaprastha, I am not Grihastha, I am not Brahmachari. Point should be noted. I am not Brahmachari. So one come out from this. That means I am not this. These are all not at all needed. The so-called rules and regulations of this varnas and ashramas are not at all needed for my bhakti. I am jivere swaruper hoy krishner nityadas. With this consciousness, whoever is so residing in that consciousness and doing the Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti for the pleasure of Krishna only. This is known as Shuddha Bhakti. So that, and if you do this for the only half an hour and after that he is thinking that himself as something brahmachari and in that consciousness he is falling, then he is Shuddha Bhakta. How many hours he is doing like this? That means, so Sakshat Bhakti doing for pleasure of Krishna, coming out from all bodily resignations. How many hours he'll be doing per a day? Huh? To become a Shuddha Bhakta, how many hours he should do? 24/7. when one does like this 24/7 bhajan, he is known as Suddha Bhakti. Otherwise, no. So that's why what is the entry door for the entering into the Suddha Bhakti? So strong faith. What is the symptom of strong faith? Full surrender means what? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Sarva dharman parityajya means I am not Brahmana, I am not Kshatriya, I am not Vaishya, I am not Sudra, not Brahmachari, not Grihastha, not Vanaprastha, not Sannyasi, but all dharmas. One should come out from all, the consciousness should come out from all these so-called dharmas which are going to save you. As a devotee, I need, if you feel this. And not only just feeling, you should act on that. So act on that and do directly 24 hours. So Sravana Kirtanadirupa Bhakti, 64 limbs, then only it is known as. So only for the pleasure of Krishna, if you make it, that means I am not Brahmana, I am not Kshatriya, but you are thinking that. So something that means for the Kaivalya, if you do this, that is also not Suddha Bhakti. Then there is a rule is broken. Anyabhilasha Sunyam is not maintained. You should maintain Anyabhilasha Sunyam. Means, so doing that, so Bhakti only for the pleasure of the Lord. So Shravana Kirtanadirupa Bhakti, doing it for the pleasure of the Lord. And that also, what it should be free from the karma and jnana and all. That means his faith should not struck in karma, jnana and all. That means what? What it means? That means, oh, my bank balance is needed to do my devotion. This is, and that concept is there, but he is doing Shravanam Kirtanam. But he is thinking that something other than Krishna is needed, he is thinking. Krishna's mercy, other than, so material things, he is thinking that is needed. Then what will happen? His consciousness is covered by avrutam. That means that bhakti is avrutam by something else. Jnana, karma, adi, anavrutam. It should be free from the jnana, karma, and adi means all. Anything else than the bhakti. So that's why you see that kind of bhakti who can do, whoever is coming to strong saddha, that means strong faith means surrenderance. Surrenderance means what? So fully coming out from bodily conception. Whoever comes from the bodily conception, so those only can do. So such a bhajan and such a person is always 24 hours is trying to do bhajan, and that is bhajan kriya. By that what will happen? Anarthas. What anarthas are there, you may ask? So he came out from the bodily conception because of the previous, so-called, that means whatever the punya is there, because of that punya, prarabdha punya, whatever the previous, so punya vasanas, because of that he may get sometimes. So the material pleasure is coming and standing in front of him, and this samskaras are, so for a while it is driving him towards that. But at the time also he is thinking, I am not this body and I don't want to enjoy these material things. And such a dainyatmikata is there, dainyatmika bhakti. That means I am so heinous, such a dainyatmika bhava is there. And but still he is forced by the samskaras. For a while he may go for the, so in the stage of before anartha nivritti, for a while he may go for enjoying that. But immediately while enjoying also, dukkho darkascha garhayan. Even if he is enjoying, think that it is very so heinous, with that feeling he may get, but still at the time also bhakti is continued. His bhakti is not covered with this material desire, because at that time what he is thinking, willfully he is enjoying that? No, heinously feeling he is enjoying. So in that kind, so who is dominating at that time? Bhakti is covered by the now the material desire. Anyabhilasha sunyam is broken now? Not broken actually. He is by nature, he doesn't want to enjoy himself. Anyabhilashita is maintained. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Yes.
It became clear Karma Vishya Bhakti for days. As I understand that somebody is performing Shuddha Bhakti. Nice.
He has to go through Sarvamishra, he has to go through Jnana. My correct understand?
So one more point.
Why this question came?
Yes, yes.
Because Mahaprabhu also was asking that I think Shiva Shakti, that how your house will be maintained. You should do some job. So that question was coming there, right?
So I will come to that point now. So here, once conscious, that means Suddha Bhakti consciousness is, so he is not identifying any kind of designations from the out of body, and he is in the consciousness of I am the servant of the Lord, and with that consciousness he is doing the 24 hours direct devotion for the pleasure of the Lord. So this is the Suddha Bhakti. So it is also possible Parinishtita karma. What it means? So Baldev Jabushan explains this. Parinishtita karma, Swanishtita karma, Nirapekshita. So Parinishtita karma means the one who is in the 24 hours devotional service. That means he doesn't have any kind of faith on the karma, jnana. That means he don't think that these are all needed for my bhakti, and he's not at all identifying himself as a body, and he's not in the bodily designations, but still he will be doing the karma to set an example to the society. That means in his heart, doing karma is there. And he's doing this Sakshat Bhakti 24 hours. So kindly see in this heart. So doing Sakshat Bhakti 24 hours is there for the pleasure of Krishna. But he is having he doesn't have any faith on this karma, but he's doing this karma only to set an example, but parallelly also he's doing this Sakshat Bhakti for pleasing Krishna. So Sakshat Bhakti and karma can be done parallelly or not? First of all, tell me. Example is what? Tasma sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmara yuddhacha. Yuddha is what? And anusmarana is what? Sakshat Bhakti. It can be done or not? Yes. That means smaranam can be smaranam, kirtanam, ardi. So shravanam, it can happen. You can keep on connected to this direct devotion service, and also you can do so karma also. This is possible. It's already many times it is established in the Shastra. So now, but he doesn't have any faith on this karma. That means I am Brahmana, I should do this activity. If I don't do, I will get sin. And that's why it's a sinful. That means sin is very dangerous for my spiritual progress. Like that thinking is wrong or right? Wrong actually. For pure devotion, it is wrong. So that, but he is not having such a, so that means dependency on the karma actually. But he is doing karma. Then why is doing karma? That means he doesn't have any fear of the not doing of karma. Pure devotee's consciousness, there is no fear for the not doing the dharma. Yes or no? He should not be having any fear for the not doing of the dharma. So, but still they do. Why they do? To set an example to the society. So such a way if they do, and at that time, and also what they will do? So at that time, while they are doing their karma, they will stop the bhakti, sakshat bhakti, pleasing Krishna, they will stop. No, they will do that also. So they are doing Sakshat Bhakti. Who is example? Bharata Maharaj. Bharata Maharaj, still Juhu Goswami establishes, they are doing the 24 hours. So their direct devotional services, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, these are all. Example, Dhruva Maharaj. So Prabhupada writes in his purpose, 24 hours Dhruva Maharaj is remembering Krishna. 24 hours. Even if for a moment he is not forgetting Krishna. And also he is doing ruling the country. 36,000 years he ruled. So his kingdom. So that's why it is also possible. So, but why they are doing? It's not at all needed for then they don't feel that is a karma doing is not needed for the bhakti also. So, but why they are doing? Only to set an example. Are they going to get any pleasure from that karma? Are they feeling that means if I don't do, then sin will be coming and it is covering my bhakti, or my bhakti will be damaged, or it's not good for my bhakti, like that they are thinking? No, they don't have any faith on this karma. So that means they don't feel any dependence on this. And they have full faith on Krishna's bhakti, direct devotion to please him. So that is my nature, Swarupa. Because by nature, Jivatma is what? Is a constitutionally servant of the Lord only. Is there any karma or jnana? That means this kind of things are eternally are there with the Jivatma? No. So if anyone does, so this Sakshat Bhakti for the pleasure of Krishna, but at the time also, if we do karma, so for setting the example to the others, then this karma is known as Parinishtita karma. Parinishtita, that means for others' sake he is doing para. Next, if someone leave everything, this karma doing, that means 24 hours sitting in the Vrindavan and like Haridas Thakur, chanting holy names. While eating and also while maintaining any body, they just, so while at the time also they maintain, they do their devotion. They don't forget Krishna actually. And if they eat also, eating food is not maintaining me, but Krishna's mercy only is maintaining this world. That is their consciousness. So they always, even though eating also, they always take the Krishna Prasada. So such a consciousness, every minute he is not disconnected. But till the time he get the anardhanivritti, so he will be hunted by the previous, that means whatever the punya is there, because of that some pleasure is coming and he may hunted by that for a while. But at that time also he is forgetting Krishna. No, I am the servant of the Lord. Why I am getting these tendencies? My Lord, please save me, like that. He is feeling and enjoying that. So dukkho darkascha garhayan. So this is known as. So now, what about that? Means how to come to this stage? Who can come to this stage? So whoever is getting the strong faith. How to get this strong faith? So by reading books it will come. It's not possible. Only by the mercy of pure devotees. So mercy is needed. Pure devotees mercy when you get, what will happen? So that pure devotees mercy is going to create the basic investment. That means bija. Pure devotees mercy is only the bija, bhakti bija, vapana. That means sowing the seed in your heart will be happening by pure devotee. Jivatma from anadi, which is turned away from the Lord and is keep on, that means in the samsara, can turn itself and can do bhakti by itself? No. So that is the seed, this is a pure devotee's heart you take. And he has so such a faith actually. That means he is fully surrendered to the Lord. 24 hours he is doing the devotion for Krishna. And his all activities for the Krishna service only. And direct devotional services and for the pleasure of Krishna is doing. And such a quality seed should come to your heart. जैसा बीज वैसा फसल. ऐसा उसे 2 नंबर का बीज डाल दिया और 1 नंबर का फसल आएगा क्या? कभी नहीं आएगा. So that's why the seed should come from
original.
Nirguna seed you should come. If you get the saguna seed, that means someone pradhanibhuta bhakta means who is making bhakti pradhana, but karma and jnana also is feeling dependency. He is not sarvopadi vinirmuktaha. And that kind of bhakti seed is there. So if he gives the kripa, then what is coming to your heart also is coming same quality of the bhakti bij. And maximum what he can become? Someone gas released. No problem. Yeah.
This seed will come from the living person, or it will come from
Break. Okay, break. Yes. Thank you very much. Break. Doors open. We are not devotees. We are not devotees actually. We. Prahlad, Rumanas, all this. No. Swanishtita is not pure devotee. He is down. Who is doing karma for his own sake? Who has faith on karma? Nirapeksha. Yes. He struggle कर रहे हैं actually क्यों सुनने में?
When we say that on the back of the Lord, it means Lord does not see my heart.
Directly is not seen. That means their back means nirlajja. That means lajjamana, vilajjamanaya. Maya is shameful, so she cannot come in front of the Lord. That means it is bewildering the jiva, na? So because of that, she is always back. Back means it is making jivatma, so it is not able to see the Lord, covering.
That is all that Jiva cannot see. But how come one cannot see?
Lord can see, Lord can see everywhere, but Lord doesn't want to see anyone, those who are in the busy of the Maya with Maya, so let them.
So to give the opportunity, he turns it back.
He never turn. Only devotee should come and do. उनको मेरा काम नहीं बोलते. वो जो जीवा माया की चंगुल में है, तो उनको वो कोई वैष्णव आके कृपा देने, भगवान नहीं देते. So that's why from the jiva which will come anadi jiva, so Lord will not give any mercy. देते तो क्या होना चाहिए अभी तक? एक भी बद्धावस्था में नहीं रहता. ओके, ये करने दीजिए.
And Prabhuji, you said that we don't know how.
After. Okay.
काम कर रहे हैं. थोड़ा अच्छा रहेगा तो. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare. Good. Kevin. Kevin Chenko. Kevin Chenko.
I don't know. I'll be sensitive.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Okay, shall we start?
You explained that Ishakati is the origin from where this material world is started. So how do I
Not starts. There is no starting.
yeah. And you said that Prabhupada said that only Krishna knows how it happened.
Yes.
So there is no question, there is no answer to how Ishakati appear. What is the
There is no question there.
The chapter comes.
Not only many places we have seen, in the that third canto also 26th or 27th chapter recently also we have seen. No questions.
Mr. Bhakti ka
Yes.
Padma's ka.
Yes, true.
So Mr. Bhakti means he doesn't have any attachment for
Faith on the bhakti and karma.
karma. He doesn't have faith,
Yeah.
but still he does to set an example to.
Yes.
So in which case Padma's did
Ruling the
That means ruling kingdom is the karma, actually ruling kingdom. There was also ruling kingdom. There are Kshatriyas, they followed the Kshatriyas. So Nirapeksha means leaving all the Varna dharmas and becoming Bhava. Huh? No. This before Rashpadeva's son.
regarding getting this seed, it can come from the divine Guru, or it can come from
It can be anything.
I read in Bhagavatam also purpose.
It can be many forms. It can come from previous life also. By some sadhu in the previous life. In this life also. From the Guru also. That means exalted souls. Initially might be you have the colorful seed. Now that became by the association of the pure devotee. It will now that is removed and pure one is given. White one. No. Without color. Colorless. Not that colorless. Not Brahman. Crystal.
without modes.
Without modes.
This Dukko
Dukko darkansya karahe.
This is also, as you are mentioning, which example, any example, pure devotee.
As example, pure devotee, and he is not in. No. We cannot comment them actually. If we comment them, that's offense. So that means they are enjoying material. Should not. That example should not be. So example is. No, I'm saying
They will get pleasure while being active.
that is statement. But he is pure devotee only, and we. So you are saying that whenever you get the feeling of sex and yeah. So but they are not enjoying. Here enjoying. So here the point is. चलेगा. So इसमें. So you are asking example. Some pure devotee, that means who is engaged in the Krishna service, while taking prasadam. Example I'm giving. While taking prasadam, he is coming to that means enjoying tendency. That means one can eat prasadam, one can eat food. That is not the against the dharma. That is not sinful actually.
Pure devotion.
I'm saying. So a pure devotee eating prasadam, at that time, because of his force, or otherwise he is doing 24 hours devotion, because of his previous punya, name and fame is coming. For a while, so someone appreciated and he feeling so happy. So he is what? He is enjoying the bhoga, whatever is offered to him. So, but at that time, that means, oh, everyone is appreciating me, nice. This tendency is what? Is a karma actually, material desire. That means I want to be number one, I want to be best or good. So this is a material desire. This material desire, one might be enjoying, but he's also thinking, chi, what is this? Why I'm so gratifying their glorification. So this is, so while before anarthas cleaning, he will be feeling now for this. So that means I want to get the good name, good fame. So and that desire may come for a while because of previous anarthas, and he may enjoy that, but at that time also he's feeling it's very bad. This is example. Not that the running behind the girls, this is not sinful things. Brahmachari running behind girls, he doesn't have any shraddha actually. He doesn't have any shraddha.
So this is by Vishwanath Thakur.
So probably this Sakshat, Bhakti and this all the conception with that. So this is to check our consciousness or also based on this meters we can check other devotees.
Very good. This important question actually. This you should use for your sake, and you should not use this for the others. So who are not, that means under your discipleship. So because if you use it and if you wrongly conclude, oh, another is having that say, or otherwise, if someone is doing the karma and think that, and grows the example. So, but you say that he is a karma Mr. Bhakta, since he is doing the karma, but because he doesn't have any kind of right to comment on him, but you use it, and if you on him if used, and you are concluding him as a pradhanibhuta bhakta, but he might be while doing that karmas, he might be thinking Krishna, chanting holy names, or hearing or remembering, he might be doing, and he is in the pure devotion. But if you conclude as a pradhanibhuta bhakta, and if you say to him, then what will happen? Offense will happen. We should not apply on others.
Also, we said probably Vaishnava.
It's difficult to understand. So anyway, now we'll come to the Prabhuji asking, Prabhuji, that's Nimayanitya Prabhu, you are asking, Prabhu, you are asking that question. So how to, that means before coming to this Suddha Bhakti platform, Karma Mishra Bhakti is needed or not? This was not question, Prabhu? Gayatri. So how the Suddha Bhakti begins? I am giving the first and foremost, Jivatma from the beginningless is turned away from the Lord, his face. So when to turn it towards the Lord, his face, what should be given? So Krupa is needed. Sadhu's Krupa. What type of Sadhu's Krupa it will get? Based upon that, his journey begins. Now if we get the pure devotees Krupa, so that means in his heart also pure devotion is there now. This is pure devotional seed is there. Pure devotional seed is sown in that heart. But if he has anarthas, so some anarthas are there, immediately this will not give effect actually. So, but seed is there, and regularly associating sadhus, he has to these anarthas by the bhajan. So, and also he might be having so many questions. That means pure devotee mercy is there, but still he is not able to accept that Krishna is Supreme Personality of God, and I am the servant of his devotees. And I am part and parcel of him, and my only business is so serving him 24 hours. His direct service. So such a faith he doesn't have. He has so many doubts that why only Krishna? Why not the Shiva? Why not the Brahmaji? And why we have to do only what is this bhakti means? And what is direct devotion? So many doubts are there. Because of these questions, what will be happening? This seed, even it is there, but he is not able to do 24 hours direct devotion for the pleasure of the Krishna. Where karma and bhakti is not covering this sakshat bhakti. Such a bhakti might not be able to do now, but seed is there. So for that, what he has to do? He has to hear Shastra. He has to hear Shastra regularly in the association of devotees. And while hearing that, what will happen? These all questions will be finished. Bhakti Shastras when he hear. And also because the seed is there, because of this power, whenever he hears Shastra and wherever that means Krishna is a transcendental object. Yes or no? He is beyond the logic. Krishna is such a Such an object, it is beyond the logic. And also qualities, is name, is a fame, is nature, everything is activities, all are transcendental, which are beyond the logic. Your mind and your intelligence is based upon the logic, but to accept in the Shastra, the descriptions of Krishna, to accept and to believe that, what you need? Some extraordinary power is needed, which is not because of the mind or which is not because of the intelligence. Such a power is needed to put a faith on those things. That power is nothing but what? This is the mercy, this is a seed actually. Because of this mercy only, you are able to hear, you are able to accept as it is. Krishna is supreme. Krishna is also having the birth and also not having the birth. And so that means you have to read Shastras and to believe the conclusions of Shastras, which are beyond the logic. All the conclusions of the Bhakti Shastras are beyond the logic. Those cannot be understood by logic. But to believe that fully, what do you need? Mercy. So when you see, that means mercy. So this mercy is needed. So, but you should stop offenses. And what are the offenses are there? That means these offenses, what will make? This will make to you always be engaged in the rajas and tamas and material desires, material enjoyment. These anarthas will lead to that. So that's why to stop that, you have to reduce these anarthas also. When you reduce these anarthas some good extent, then when you come to the stage of I am the servant of the Lord and 24 hours I should do this only, and you believe that and you are acting on that by surrendering fully to the Lord, so then you are in the pure devotional platform. So to come to this platform, pure devotional platform, you'll be taking the time for this, developing full faith, the seed, so make it so fructified. For that, so Bhakti Lata, to come out from that Bhakti Lata, you are taking the time. That time you have to, so that means you are not in pure devotional platform, means you are not able to engage yourself 24 hours in devotional service in that state. So that means you are also not in the pure devotional platform, not doing the devotion. So that's why you have to, in that time, you have to give in with the protection. So that protection is nothing but dharma. You should be given with the dharma. That means karma should be prescribed for him. What is the goal of prescribing this karma? Not to, if you don't prescribe dharma to him, then what will happen? He's also not doing the pure devotion, also not doing the activities as per Shastra. Then what will happen? He'll be doing what activities? Sinful activity. With karma he will do. So that's why Daiva Varnashrama Dharma is needed. In what stage? He got the seed of the pure devotion, but still he didn't develop the Purna Shraddha, means complete faith, strong faith he didn't develop, but he is endeavoring for that by hearing the Bhakti Shastras in the association of sadhus and also doing the bhajan to destroy the anarthas. So meanwhile, so he is accepting karma only to protect himself. If you don't accept the karma, that means following brahmachari rules is a karma or the bhakti. Following the sannyas is a pure is a direct devotional activity or is non-devotional activities. Non-devotional activities only. So these rules framework is needed actually. If it is not there and you just gave association, next minute onwards you are saying that you are no pure devotee and you should act 24 hours on pure devotion, and you ask them not to follow any varna and ashrama rules, and then he is also not able to engage himself in 24 hours direct devotional service because lack of strong faith, then what he will be doing? Vikarma. And what happened? That's before Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this has happened. Before Bhaktivinoda Thakur, everyone is saying that I am Baba and I am pure devotee. I don't need to follow any so-called rules and regulations of the Varna and Ashrama. And like that, he left everything and he went to Vrindavan. After that, what happened? You remember this? One Baba with 3 dozens of women. Who is saying? Prabhupada is saying. One Baba with 3 dozen women. This will happen. So now that's why Bhakti Siddhanta said that no. If you want to go to pure devotional service, definitely before reaching to that platform, you need to follow certain rules and regulations. Oh no, Baba, everyone should be Brahmana, that means everyone should be Sannyasi, Vanaprastha, Grihastha, Brahmachari. So that's why Sannyasa Ashram is reintroduced in our Sampradaya. Otherwise, these people will be on the name of Babaji. So they are, that means nirapekshas. They are becoming the nirapekshas. That means leaving everything, and tomorrow onwards I'll be in the Vrindavan and do whatever I want. Brajvasi ki garon mein jaake so madhur kaikari karna, so getting the, that means alams, then after din bhar sona. और जब भी चांस मौका मिल गया तो जो भी विधवा स्त्रियां वृंदावन जाते हैं भक्ति करने के लिए, क्योंकि अभी पति तो चले गए, तो शेष जीव जो भी रिमेनिंग लाइफ आई स्पेंड इन द डिवोशन इन द वृंदावन, दे आर गोइंग एंड देन व्हाट दे आर कैचिंग दीस वुमेन in the ashrams and enjoying. This happened a lot. All Apasampradaya came. Only which area we need this before entering into the pure devotional service, but they already came into the association of devotees, means they got the seed of pure devotion. But now you have to nurture that. That means you have to develop faith in him full strong, and so that he can able to engage himself in direct devotional services 24 hours. Such a faith you should bring in him. So that's why in our devotional process, the important activity is bringing, that means strengthening the faith is the most important thing for the neophytes. So for that, they need the strong association of devotees, and they need the deep understanding of the books, Bhakti Shastras. So that's why books are the basis. With books only, by understanding those conclusions of the Bhakti Shastras in the association of pure devotees, and then also they should be in the mode of goodness. If they are not in the mode of goodness, they cannot so understand the Bhakti Shastras being influenced by Rajas and Tamas. So that's why we need such an environment that is known as Daiva Varnashrama. Daiva Varnashrama is not an artificial concept. Daiva Varnashrama is not anga of the bhakti. Daiva Varnashrama is before bhakti it is needed. So that means pure devotional service is only the sadhana which is going to give Krishna Prem. So Krishna Prem, to get that, so only who is got that 24 hours, that means the bhakti which is not mixed with the karma or the jnana. So such a bhakti one should do 24 hours for the service of the Lord. So then that is going to yield to the Suddha Prem, Krishna Prem. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Guruji. One thing became more clear that these offenses is a problem because they take us to rajasic and tamasic activities.
Yes.
And then we don't grow, even though we have got a pure devotional seed from the
sadhus.
And then you mentioned that after you have got the right seed from the qualified guru, the Prabhupada's disciple. So then now, if you don't get this framework of Daiva Varnashrama, then high chances that you go to Vikarma.
Yes.
So in this project, two questions. One is that now our major problem is getting rid of offenses. Because offenses is forbidding us to enter into Sadhaguna and then to follow. Second question is, first question is that, so then how the Daiva Varnashrama helps me avoid offenses? That is first question.
Yes.
Second question is, it is always said that if we follow Guru's expectations, Guru's will, sincerely disciple is trying to do that, then done. Then if you are always trying to align yourself fully with the Krishna Guru, then you need not worry. Then in this situation, if somebody is trying this, then they will ashrama how it is required.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, Daiva Varnashrama role here, how it is useful, because if one is in the pure devotion platform, means he is engaging himself in 24 hours direct devotional services for the pleasure of Lord. Okay. So, like you see, 24 hours is there in a day. And as a pure devotee, what he has to do? He has to do activities which are pleasing to the Krishna. So, and also those activities what? So that's why 64 limbs are given. These activities are pleasing to Krishna, and also they should not be covered with any karma or the jnana. That consciousness also is not allowed actually in the sadhana bhakti also. And also it is, so such activities we should do which are free from the karma and jnana. That means aropa siddha bhakti, sangha siddha bhakti is avoided, discarded actually. and we have to do only direct devotional services. Yes.
That was my first question actually.
Yeah.
What you just mentioned.
Yes.
Even in sadhana stage,
Yeah.
you cannot do doing ahankara siddha or sansarga.
Yes.
Like what karma mission which I was telling.
Yes.
My question was simply that to me it seems, by the understanding which I got, that at sadhana stage, it's not possible without to go to suddha bhakti without karma or without jnana mission. It's just not possible because for a person like me, I have strong faith that if I do some job, it will be a brahminical job, teacher, tuition, coaching classes job. Then I will get some food, and by that body will maintain. I can chant my around nicely. This is to me appears this kind of mission. I have to go to this only. Then how in this sadhana stage I can do 64 games without this mixture of
Yeah. So before coming to the pure devotional platform, so gnana karma anyabhilasha sunyam gnana karma dhanavrutam anukulam krishnanuselanam. It means is direct devotional services 24 hours for the pleasure of Krishna. That is the meaning of this sloka. So this sloka is applied to the even Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also. So Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also it is needed. This condition anyabhilasha sunyam gnana karma dhanavrutam is applied for the Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also or not? Yes or no? Then first he will define bhakti with this wording. Then after that he says that this bhakti is three types: sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. So that means Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also should satisfy this or not?
Yes.
Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also should satisfy anyabhilasha sunyam case. That definition should be satisfied by Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also. That's why before that we are having, that means some kind of faith on the other than the bhakti. So before coming to the pure devotional platform, try to understand here. So many times we get confused here only. So I'm trying to focus on that. Before coming to 24 hours, that means pure devotional platform. Pure devotion, who can do? Who is surrendered fully to Krishna? We only do. Okay, that's clear. So that means before that means who didn't surrender fully to the Krishna. That means still is identifying himself as body and have some faith on the so-called things other than the sakshat bhakti. Then in that case, so he's doing some sadhana. That means the morning he's waking up, doing mangalarati, and 4-5 hours he's doing devotion, direct devotion. Can you say his sadhana is the pure sadhana, pure Vaidhi sadhana bhakti? It's not pure Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, no. You understand my point is? Confused हो जा रहे हैं. Okay. Pure devotional platform सबको समझ में आया? क्या है बोलिए? Will someone raise the hand and tell?
From faith, that sign of from faith is complete surrender. That comes only by the pure devotee's mercy. The seed comes, but still in initial stage of before pure devotion, pure devotee seed is there because of some anartha, some doubts are there. But for that we need to do shastra adhyayana.
Yeah.
Krishna's mercy that comes.
We'll go to the at that time what will at that time vyavastha is needed. Why we need? Because we are developing now full faith. So to develop the full faith, so we need to study shastras to study that, and we should be away from the rajas and tamas. If we are not away from the rajas and tamas, what will happen? So your life will not be so easy, smooth going. So what will happen then? You are always affected by rajas and tamas. That will lead to be passionate for that. So Rajoguna will produce the desires, and that will lead to the offenses more. When you start desiring something, when you are in the association mode of passion, that will lead to the material desires. Material desires will lead to more offenses, and more offenses will lead to more material desires. So that's why one should be free from rajas and tamas. For that we need Daiva Varnashrama Dharma, which will be making people in the mode of goodness. So in this way, that means before entering into the pure devotional platform, we need Daiva Varnashrama Dharma. If we don't take the help of Daiva Varnashrama Dharma, what will happen? Like we have seen the previous before Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So if we don't follow the sannyasi rules, if we say boys and girls who got just to come into the association, all are the pure devotees now onwards, so let that stay same ashram. कैसा लगेगा? So it's going to work. No, it is not going to work. Then you are making that way, you have the other goals and you are brahmachari. Brahmachari is part of a pure devotion? No, not at all. So you are brahmachari, and why we are giving this system to them? Yeah, it's varnashram actually. So, Rajoguna, to suppress the rajas and tamas. We are giving the rules and regulations which is regulating his life actually. Bringing him to the mode of goodness, which is helpful to hear the Bhakti Shastras from the pure devotees. And develop the consciousness actually. So what faith on the scriptures, faith on the bhakti to develop, it will be useful. So that he can enter into the easily pure devotion platform. After entering into the pure devotion platform, he will be doing before entering, he might be doing only 10 hours of bhajan. But after that, he will be doing 24 hours. Without doing 24 hours, he is not in the Suddha Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti means Suddha only. So before that, whatever he does, it is sadhana bhakti only, but it is not suddha. Because he is thinking, he is taking the help of other than bhakti activities. So that's why his bhakti is not suddha, his bhajan is not suddha. So that's why in the Daiva Varnashram also they might be doing they'll be doing the bhajan. Can you say it's a suddha vaidhi sadhana bhakti? No, it's not suddha vaidhi sadhana. If someone say that I don't follow Daiva Varnashram dharma means, then he has to become a baba. Don't claim himself as a brahmachari or no sannyasi, no grahastha, nothing. All rules are keep it side, and he has to do 24 hours. So devotional activities. If he not give, so but he's not able to do, and also he's not following the brahmachari grahastha rules, then what will happen? Then vikarma he will do, and he will fall into the more deep ignorance and rajas. So rajas and tamas will attack. Is it clear?
Last question only.
Yeah.
With your spiritual master is, and what is the aligning trying sincerely? Trying sincerely to align with the will and wish of spiritual master. Then, so your point is okay, then he will follow the rules of brahmacharya properly and then doing the service properly. Then he comes under the Deva Varnashram, and that is what is your responding.
Yeah. So teacher always give the instructions to a student as according to his capacity. So he is maybe in the first class, then he'll be giving first the baby class instructions on. When he is in the, but Guru's duty is raising him to the pure devotion platform. But he cannot make him to jump again first day itself to the pure devotion platform. He sees how much faith he has. Based upon that, so whoever is coming to our contact, that means new people, we say, so at least you chant 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds. Because according to his faith, whatever he has on the Krishna, we see, and based upon that, we develop his faith on Krishna by preaching to him, by explaining the Krishna, who is Krishna and who is Jivatma, what is Jivatma, what is this Prakriti. We keep on, that means giving the more and more, that means Bhakti knowledge, Bhakti Shastras, whatever they are giving the instructions that we are giving, as per that we are giving more and more bhajan to him, that means 16 rounds like that. So Guru sees the ability of the disciple, and based upon that, he is making him to progress actually. But ultimately, he has to, the disciple and Guru both will be following the Shastra, whatever is given by Rupa Goswami. It's not that the whatever, that means now you cannot say that now my Guru said that to chant 2 rounds and I am chanting, so that's why I am in pure devotion. Can you say? And also, he only told me to work in the job, work for the corporates, and you do, so whatever you do, but you do just chant 2 rounds. Why Guru is saying like that? Faith is not there. He cannot instruct him to leave everything and do 24 hours bhajan. So, but he's saying here because of the seeing the condition, state of the disciple. But disciple cannot say that I am doing whatever my Guru said, that's why I am doing pure devotion. That is not the definition of the pure devotion. Definition of pure devotion is anyabhilasha sunyam gnana karma dhyanavrito anukulyani krishnanushilanam. Definition of pure devotion is not that whatever Guru said that if you do, that is pure devotion. Anywhere it is said like that. No, Guru will say that according to our capacity.
Sorry. Because so 1:30 is the break time also. 1:30 to 30 is break.
In sadhana bhakti also you are saying the anyamilasta shunyam must work.
Yes.
The disciple, he follows as per his shraddha on the order of Guru.
Yes.
So now it is at each level, so it is not a pure devotion. Now when the Daivanasam system comes, still it will be same, right?
It is not pure devotion.
In the even Daivanasam.
Yes.
So another thing about it. Now, previously we discussed.
We take the help of Daivarnashram, people who didn't come to the pure devotional platform to regulate their, that means life where they are not doing devotion. So that life, that period is there. 24 hours they are not able to engage in the devotion service. So then that part of their life, we have to regulate that actually. And but the Varnashram is not the goal of our life. Our is not our main criterion actually. That is only stepping stone. That is only helper actually. Those jivas who are conditioned still, who are in the upadhi, feeling upadhi, that means they are still feeling conditioned and not coming to the platform of pure devotion. For their, so regulating their life, we need this.
Now in Iskcon, in our system, we have in the sadhana bhakti, we have seva in sadhana. We directly do bhakti. So is it like aropa siddha bhakti and
Seva? Yeah. First of all, no, seva means what? Bhaja sevayam. The meaning of the root meaning of bhakti is seva. The word bhakti came from the bhajidhatu. Bhakti word came from bhajidhatu. The meaning of bhaja is seva. Seva and bhakti are not different. That seva, which is, you have to see, seva means, that means people who doesn't have full faith, you will be saying that you work and offer the result of the work to the Lord with love. So to whom we say, those who are not able to engage themselves in the direct devotion. So direct devotion is more preferable or the aropsita is more preferable?
for him aropa siddha is.
According to the, he doesn't have faith, for him it is aropsita is preferable. But ideal is what? Direct devotion is ideal. So that's why aropsita bhakti is also known as seva, and so direct devotion is also known as seva. But this is quality wise, if you see, it's aropa siddha bhakti only you are saying. Bhakti means seva. Wherever bhakti is there, you keep seva. But we are giving aropa siddha bhakti because he doesn't have full faith.
No, we don't have full faith in chanting holy names. That's why we are chanting 16 rounds. And plus remaining time we are engaged in service.
Yes. No. We are engaging in the some non-devotional activities for the support of the bhakti.
So it is not, it is a complete pack in sadhana bhakti. Half of the part we are doing sadhana.
That's a mix. That means not pure sadhana bhakti. This is.
We are doing mix of sadhana bhakti.
Because 24 hours you should do. Sadhana bhakti means 24 hours. Bhakti pleases, direct bhakti pleases to the Lord, then you'll be doing how many hours? 24 hours you will do, na? So that's why now, but you don't have such a consciousness. So that's why we are giving. So do karma and offer it. And enjoy the whatever the results of karma. So as per your ashram. Grihastha means you have this regulated like this. So only for time being that is. But bringing him also to the direct devotion for 24 hours, that is only the goal. But now you should not call, he's chanting 5-6 hours, not only chanting, but if he is worshipping, that is also direct devotion. So see how many, that reading Bhagavad is also direct devotion. So these are all direct devotion, but remaining time, what he is doing. So remaining time is not able to engage himself in, so direct devotion, so that's why we are giving, do karma, whatever you do, so then, but you should do that for the offering to the Lord only. There also we are trying to make, to offer the Lord, otherwise that karma will become, so non-devotion.
If somebody has developed faith in some particular aspect of direct devotion, so can he give up the other services and take up direct only chanting or only contribution or some service?
24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours.
24/7, one can do that. But after getting full shraddha, he has to follow Bhajana Shiksha Guru. Bhajana Shiksha, Bhajan also you cannot select whatever you will, whimsically, no. So that means bhajan should be 24 hours, all direct devotional services. In the pure devotional platform, bhajan means, so 24 hours we are doing the direct devotional services. And which activities out of the 64, what we have to select, how many hours, what should be done. So who will be deciding? Bhajan Shiksha Guru will decide.
Even after getting 100% shraddha in one particular aspect of sadhana bhakti, still it is called as sadhana bhakti or pure devotion.
Sadhana, first of all, understand, sadhana bhakti is part of pure devotion. Sadhana bhakti is part of pure devotion. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti, these are all under pure devotion only. No. Pure devotion, anyabhilasha sunyam gnana karma dhinavruto anukulam krishna sealing is for Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also. This rule has to be satisfied.
So the bhajana shiksha guru you said, so that can be any active member of Iskcon member who is leading that service.
Yeah.
So under him we can take up.
Yeah, another pure devotee will guide.
So all terms are talking about consciousness only, not that.
Activities, we cannot say blindly like that. So maybe a Parinishtita Bhakta, he is in the pure devotion platform, but he is doing karma for the outside people. Apparently, he looks that he is also doing the karma. But you cannot say that since he is doing the karma, he is not a pure devotee. He is a Parinishtita karma he is doing.
He is Nirapeksha.
He is a pure devotee only.
Nirapeksha is pure devotee.
Prabhu, why you are concluding like that? So all concepts should be accepted. Not that you are concluding, trying to all details. If you make it only consciousness, what it means? Only consciousness, you are saying what it means actually. Yeah, elaborate it. It only depends upon consciousness. You are saying means what? What you want to say? That means consciousness means. What? Huh? 24 hours, what he is doing?
24-hour pure devotion.
What means of pure devotion service? Okay.
How 24-hour if not
Like,
this activity, how you can continue them?
that is the question. So how one can do 24 hours? So bhajan, this you are asking? Prabhupada is saying, I am doing 24 hours chanting. And also 24 hours bhajan is possible. Already I said, karma also one can do externally, only for the sake of setting an example, and also bhakti can be done. Already I give tasma sarveshu kaleshu ma manasmariti chabha. It can be done or not?
Yes.
24 hours sadhana bhakti can be done or not?
Yes.
Everyone is saying.
So what is the difference between Vaidhi, Bhava and Prema?
Vaidhi?
Vaidhi, Bhava and Prema.
Vaidhi bhava is mixed with Aishwarya. And prema means what? Vaidhi bhava will lead to the, so that bhava, that means Aishwarya mixed bhava will lead to the Aishwarya mixed prema also.
There are three types of Bhakti.
Uh,
Vaidhi, Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, and Prema Bhakti.
Yeah.
What is the difference between the
Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti and prema bhakti. So we have seen now by next of devotion. Bhakti is actually so many times we studied.
We heard so many types of bhaktis. So that has to be just believe.
Okay. I good. So Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and bhava bhakti, what is the difference? So Vaidhi bhakti means Krishna Anusilanam. Silanam is having the two meanings, Cheshta Rupa and Bhava Rupa. Prabhupada is writing the Nectar of Devotion introduction part. By body, mind and speech. If you do service, that means direct service for Krishna, that means that should be the Sakshat Bhakti. So doing Sakshat Bhakti by body, mind and speech is known as Sadhana Bhakti. For the Sadhana Bhakti, what is needed? So Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, it needs the injunctions of the Shastra. So in the case of the Bhava Bhakti, when this Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti one does, it will turn into the Bhava actually. Bhava symptoms, there is a constant flow of the mind. Like how the Ganges flows towards the river, towards the ocean. So without any, that means in the case of Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, all the time deliberately, that means in the early stages, before anadinivritti. So he is deliberately trying to focus, that means Shastra is injecting me to do all the time devotion, and sadhus give kripa to me, and I have to do, I am servant of the Lord. Deliberately, that means the mind is naturally going towards sense objects, is bring that towards the bhakti, towards the Krishna and the objects related to the Krishna. That means forcefully he has to bring all the time mind towards the Krishna and his objects, like his name, form, qualities, all. But in the case of bhava, mind always runs behind that, and you are running behind that. अभी थोड़ा समय 1 मिनट माइंड को छोड़ दो, कहां जाएगी? हाँ, लेकिन भाव में क्या होता है? कृष्णा के पास भागते रहती है और आप उसके पीछे भागना पड़ता है। ये भाव होता है, और वैदी में ये होता है। लेकिन वैदी में भी ग्रेड्स हैं। सो अनद्य निष्ठा, रुचि, आसक्ति। सो निष्ठा के पहले तो भजन करते समय बहुत प्रकार की ऑसिलेशंस आता है। डिस्कंटिन्यू तो नहीं आएगा, लेकिन ऑसिलेशंस आएगा। बिफोर अनद्य उत्साहमयी, घनतरला, सो व्योड़ विकल्प, विषय संगरा, नियमाग्रह, तरंगरंगिणी, like this you have so many instabilities in the sadhana. So their mind always going behind the sense objects, but you are bringing that towards the Lord by the strength of what? In the case of Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, what is the impulse for doing that bhakti? Injunctions of the Shastra. Injunctions of the Shastra is forcing actually. Hey, you are not body, you are the soul. That means Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. That's why Shastrartha Vishwasaha is the qualification for the Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. That means he is doing 24 hours direct devotion because of the strength of Shastric injunctions. Injunctions are ordering. So that's why Vaidhi sadhana bhakti is not so, by the jati wise, if you see, it's not so quality one. But if you see in the case of Raganuga sadhana bhakti, there he is doing 24 hours direct devotion out of what? Taste. So natural taste is there to do all these activities, and he is doing. So in the quality wise, which is superior? Raganu sadhana bhakti is superior. But can you do that by some artificial application? No. Who can do Raganu sadhana bhakti? Who got from the previous life some kripa, and who is in that platform? Those only. But 99.9% all are Vaidhi sadhakas. So that's why for Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, the injunctions of Shastra is the needed, and that's why the faith on the Shastra is needed actually. Then only you can follow the injunctions of Shastra. You're understanding my point? So, but how to get the faith on the Shastra? Mercy of the purity. थोड़ा सा अभी एक बार बाद में आप लोग थोड़ा समय देकर दोबारा सुनना है, मैं काइंड रिक्वेस्ट, एंड सुन के अच्छा से लिख लीजिए आप लोग, लिख के कहीं भी कोई प्रश्न देते हो तब पूछना, दैट्स माय रिक्वेस्ट. इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस कॉन्सेप्ट, इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एक्चुअली, then whole our process will be very clear for us, and where we are and how to reach to our goal and what is the path. It will be very much clear for us. Then progress will be. Otherwise, all the time we are various another conceptions and speculations, and it will lead to so many problems. That's why it's my kind request for all of you. So try to understand this. Any question is there, please post a question to me. Not now. We have now to give the break. So any question is there, please post to me, then we'll try to answer that.
Okay, what you were saying. Sadhana bhakti has two filters, Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga sadhana.
Yeah.
And how bhakti is different and prema bhakti.
Yeah, anyone wants to leave, so they can leave. So far, we'll be meeting back at 2:40. 1 hour, na? Yeah, 2:40 we'll meet back.
So there are mainly three bhaktis: sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema.
Yeah.
Sadhana bhakti has just Vaidhi sadhana and Raganuga sadhana.
Yes.
So now, what is the difference between the destination between all these four?
So Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, if you do, and then after that you go to the bhava bhakti from that Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. So then what will happen? That bhava is mixed with the Aishwarya. Then from that Aishwarya yukta bhava will lead to the Aishwarya yukta prema, and that person will go to the Dwaraka. there the rasa, that means Madhuri rasa with queens, not with the gopis. Paraki bhava will not be there. But if you do Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, might be beginning, but at the stage of the asakti onwards, you turn towards the raganuga, and if you follow the Vrajivasis and if you do raganuga bhakti there onwards, so then you will be getting the raganuga bhakti, raganu sadhana bhakti is the cause, and that is the leading to the bhava. That bhava is what? Completely sweet it is. That is completely, there is no Aishwarya in this. Then that will lead you to the Golok Vrindavan. Okay. So that means Vaidhi and Raganu sadhana bhaktis are there. Vaidhi will lead to the Aishwarya destination, and but if you go to the Raganu, then it is a purely Madhurya. That is nothing but yeah.
This sadhana bhakti will go to asakti.
We should go to Asakti. Then from there we should turn towards the.
What is it mean by turning?
So turning towards means one should leave the Vaidhi sadhana bhakti consciously, but maybe to set an example, he may do externally Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, but he has to follow the devotion of the inhabitants of Vrindavan. That means how the Vrindavan Vasis are serving whole day, 24 hours Krishna, you should take someone as a role model. For all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Rupa Goswami is the role model for us. So we have to follow him, and how the Manjari is doing 24 hours the bhakti to Krishna, the same schedule you should follow in sadhana level. So that is known as Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Okay. But that should not be artificially, that's so Siddha Pranali, that should not be accepted initially, no. So see, this is prema, this is bhava, and this is asakti. So after coming here asakti, so one should turn. So either Vaidhi or the Raganuga. If you don't turn towards the Raganuga, that means bhava is also two types. Vaidhi bhava and Raganu bhava. If you do Raganu sadhana bhakti and from there bhava is coming, then that is known as Vaidhi bhava. And if you do Raganuga sadhana bhakti and if you get the bhava, then that is known as so Raganuga bhava. This is mixed with this bhava is mixed with Aishwarya. And this is mixed with purely Madhurya. And then it is leading to the same prema also. Aishwarya yukta prema, suddha bhava, suddha madhurya yukta prema. Sweetness only there. So like the prema is also two types. We don't want to get the Aishwarya yukta bhava or Aishwarya yukta prema. No, we don't want this. So that's the asakti stage onwards. We should turn towards the Raganuga. It's clear?
Giving up Vaidhi means what does it mean? Like in our practice, we say.
Vaidhi means this when you come to the pure devotional platform, your 24 hours is divided into the different segments. I will do 5 hours chanting, I will do 6 hours hearing, I will do parikrama for 3 hours, I will do eating prasadam for 1 hour, and I will do temple cleaning like this. That means all the direct devotional service. He'll be dividing this 24 hours and doing the bhakti based upon by using body, mind, and speech. This is known as Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. So this kind of sadhana bhakti now, he divided this whole 24 hours based upon the Guru's instruction. So now when you come to the Raganuga sadhana bhakti, this 24 hours is divided as per the activities of Vrajivasis. How that means morning waking up, Vrajivasis is what they are doing. That means your role model Vrajivasis. That means Manjari. And then after that, what she is doing. Then after that, what she is doing. Then after that, where she is going. After that, what. So like that, your 24 hours is divided.
But in our conditioned body, how can we?
It's not hard to follow.
husband, children, and then like
Mentally. That's why Rupa Goswami is writing. One should live in the Vraja either physically or otherwise mentally and follow that. अभी तो इतना आसान नहीं है. अभी तो हमारा पास ये ही नहीं है actually. माने शुद्ध भक्ति प्लेटफॉर्म में आई नहीं, पूर्ण विश्वास, पूर्ण दृढ़ श्रद्धा तो ही नहीं है. अभी इधर जब अनन्य भक्त आसक्ति भाव, जब आसक्ति तक आ जाएंगे, रुचि तक आएंगे, बहुत रिविलेशंस होते हैं तब. But conceptually, I'm saying now there is no point of how, there is only point of what. Because how will be? Because you should know the knowledge. Because we are not in that platform to understand now. Actually. Feel actually, feel will not be there. So, but technically, by the words we can understand. That is no wrong in that. So, I say Vaidhi sadhana, raganu sadhana bhakti means it's like that. Following Vrajavasis, ragatmika bhaktas. If you do sadhana bhakti by following the ragatmika bhaktas, then it is known as raganuga sadhana bhakti. Okay.
So the raga starts from asakti or nishtha.
Best is starting from ruchi. Nishtha no. Ruchi. At least ruchi should be there. One should begin from, but asakti is full-fledged. Proper, that means proper state that. But he has to externally Vaidhi sadhana bhakti as a Iskcon followers to set an example to the society. Like you see, Daya Varnashrama is followed, even one is in the pure devotional platform to set an example. But he doesn't have any dependency on that. So similarly, we can do this. थोड़ा थोड़ा सा आ रहा है?
ऐसा लग रहा है covered devotion.
What is the difference between nishtha, ruchi, and asakti?
Nishtha means one will be getting the laya, vikshepa, and pratipatti, and so many these things. Huh?
No, when he's asking questions, it's something practical. You are against giving Sanskrit terminology. The question
Not falling asleep is one of the. Nishtha means he never gets any sleep and he, while chanting, while doing direct devotional activities. So you see, direct devotional activity is a common in all these stages, okay? 24 hours. But while doing that, sometimes for a while, before Nishtha, his mind is so. That means he has desire to do 24 hours. Suddenly, he is going to get in the laya. Laya means sleep. So for a while, it is getting the laya. That means disconnected and felt sleep. But immediately wake up and no, I should do 24 hours sadhana. This laya, vikshepa, and so on so are whenever this is finished, that is known as nishtha.
This is a part of anadnivritti. Like,
Before anadnivritti, laya will not stop.
actually, you were talking about the oscillations. Can you please explain?
पूरा हमसे तो इधर माधुरी करने पूरा हमसे बोलवा दे. लेक्चर है मेरा पूरा लेक्चर. आप थोड़ा मेहनत करो. गोलोक चैनल, गोलोक वाणी. थोड़ा सा मेहनत करो भाई.
5 मिनट थोड़ा समय देंगे.
बहुत है, समझ में नहीं आएगी इतना दिल. वो तो we did for 6 days, for every day 6 hours. You see how many, at least more than 1,000 questions are asked with that. Madhuri Kadam, recent one you should see.
Explain the page.
Yeah.
It's Sangha Siddha Bhakti and Karma Mishra Bhakti. What is the
Karma Mishra Bhakti is example of Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Yes.
There are other examples of also.
Ganana Mishra Bhakti, Yoga Mishra Bhakti. That is, yoga is not by bhakti, but when it is mixed with the assisting the bhakti, then it is Yoga Mishra Bhakti. Yeah.
In Kevala Karma Karma Mishra Bhakti, the person is doing bhakti, but his objective is liberation. Not the pleasure of the Lord.
Not the pleasure of the Lord. And one more thing, to do that Sarup Siddha Bhakti is thinking that karma is needed. Then that is known as Karma Mishra, Kaivalya Kama, Karma Mishra Bhakti. But Bhakti is pradhana for him.
And Jnana Karma Mishra Bhakti is also there.
Karma Jnana Mishra Bhakti is also there.
What is that one?
So for doing that Sarup Siddha Bhakti, if you think that karma and jnana both are needed, then it is known as he is mixing both.
Like
And this is the example.
Kaivalya is the target. Even Bhakti is the target. Can there be Jnana target by doing karma? Like Jnana, Kama, Karma, Sabha.
कैवल्य काम कर्म ज्ञान मिश्र भक्ति सकाम कर्म ज्ञान मिश्र भक्ति भक्ति मात्र काम कर्म ज्ञान मिश्र भक्ति भक्ति प्रकार आप देखिए आप
Not this one. I'm asking Jnana, Kama, Karma, Mishra. Is it possible?
ज्ञान काम क्या है?
That means he wants
By serving and activity is required. Activity and
ज्ञान means you see तत्पदार्थ ज्ञान त्वम पदार्थ ज्ञान ऐक्य ज्ञान. I already said this. What mean? Jnana means you should define. So Bhakti Jnana is different. Reading the Bhagavatam. Jnana means Tattvam and Aikya. If someone is targeting this means is Kaivalya.
And so you said that in Vaikuntha, they don't have desire to serve. Like
Who?
Salupya, Salukya, you were talking about.
Yes.
So these four types of mukti, so unless they have love for the Lord, how can they attain Vaikuntha?
Yanti Devan Devavrata. They did worship of the Vishnu, but they don't want to serve eternally him. They did only bhakti to get out from this material world and wants to have spiritual pleasure there. Like spiritual opulence. Spiritual, like in Swarga, they don't want to serve Indra, but they want to be with Indra and Indra की जैसे enjoy करना चाहते. ऐसा वैकुंठ में भी कुछ लोग रहते हैं. उन्हीं लोगों को सालों के बोलते. They don't want to serve Vishnu. Can you say that whoever is going to the Swarga, they are all serving Indra? No, they are going for their own enjoyment. मुझे भी एक अप्सरसा चाहिए और थोड़ा सा क्या चाहिए? सोमरस. इस प्रकार की थॉट से गए वैसे वैकुंठ में भी जाते हैं. उन्हीं लोगों को सालों की मुक्ति बोलते.
उन लोगों को यहाँ पे क्या बोलते? सकाम भक्ति.
वो कौन जाएंगे ऐसा पूछो.
कौन जाएंगे?
So उन लोगों के लिए इधर एक छोटा सा minor details बोला ना. So those minor details are like this. So see here, if you make a small segment here, so they are not coming in contact with pure devotees, but they are following varnashrama dharma for the pleasure of the Lord. Varnashramachara vratina. That means they are following varnashrama dharma for pleasing Krishna. And initially they might be having material desires. Artha jignasu, artharthi jnani. So these four comes under the karma mishra bhaktas. First three are karma mishra, jnani is jnana mishra bhakta. So these people, Jigyasu also comes under the karma mishra bhakta. Jignasa means Ayurveda, any science.
Karma Mishra Bhakti is using karma for performing.
Yes.
Can come under karma, but Jigyasu, how?
Yes.
Artharthi or Artha, they are doing Bhakti or very good Bhakti for mitigation of their material suffering.
Yeah.
That means that is Sakam.
Sakam. Yeah. Karma Mishra Bhakti only, but Sakam Karma Mishra Bhakti. Another is Kaivalyakam Karma Mishra Bhakti. What is Karma Mishra Bhakti? Is there only changing, na? But they are all following Varnashram Dharma means they are chanting holy names.
Yes.
And they are doing whatever karma they do, they offer it and they are following that I am the Varnashrama. That means I am Brahmana Kshatriya. So that's why there's Karma Mishra Bhakti.
Because he's
that may do for the material mitigation, then that is so Kaivalyakam Karma Mishra Bhakti, or otherwise Sakam Karma Mishra Bhakti. But when they come out from all this and they do only for the sake of bhakti, so then that's Bhakti Matrakam Karma Mishra Bhakti. So those who are doing this Varnashrama, but they didn't come into the pure devotional platform because they didn't get the association of pure devotee. So in that case, those will be doing only Varnashrama activity, and they will not leave their dharma, Varnashrama dharmas. That means Sarvopadi Muktam Tatpana Nevarlatto, no. And 24 hours doing direct devotional service, then after that, Anadinivritti coming to the Bhava stage, this path they never come. From here only directly they go to this is Saguna Brahman. In that, this one area is realizing Paramatma. So in that Paramatma realization they reach. They go and stay in the Vaikuntha. They don't have any material desires. They want to enjoy like Vishnu. They want opulence like Vishnu. They want to So Swarupa like Vishnu. Vishnu's Swarupa.
Just by performing their karma.
No, just they following their Varnashram. Because by Varnashram they are following the proper Varnashram. Here also Varnashram is there. This Varnashram. This is what? Karmi Varnashram. These people also divide the society, and but their goal is what? Doing the dharma and getting the artha and enjoying the senses. Heavenly planets they go. And these people also following the Varnashram Vyavastha. This is what? This is the impersonalist Varnashram. They are doing dharma to detach from that liberation. But these people are doing the Varnashrama so to please Krishna. Not for detaching, to please Krishna. But ultimately they want to worship Krishna and go back to the Vaikuntha to get the pleasure of Vaikuntha. Like the Swarga case, in the case of Swarga, they are worshipping Indra. So why they are pleasing Indra? To Swarga and enjoy the Swarga pleasure. Similarly, these Varnashram people, they are worshipping Vishnu. Atapambir Dishreshtha Varnashram Vibhagsha Swanishtitasa Dharmasa Sansiddha Haritoshnam. They are doing all activities to satisfy Vishnu. Goal is what? To satisfy Vishnu, to get the Salukya. That means same planet. They want to live in that planet. Service is not the mood for them. They are using these Varnashram duties and satisfying Vishnu. So like this, see, people who are going to the Vaikuntha, their mood is not serving Indra. Their mood is getting the pleasure of Swarga. Similarly, in the Vaikuntha, these Varnashram people, they can also, they are worshipping Vishnu and get the pleasure of the type of Vishnu's pleasure. This can be possible or not. They can desire or not. So those people are going there. Those are Karmanishra Bhaktas.
So this whole faction is daily Varnashram, they are also worshipping, doing their duties for Vishnu. So they
But they are getting
Varnashram,
seed of the. So Prabhuji,
You understood?
they are getting association of pure devotees simultaneously.
And they want to come out from all these designations.
Prabhuji, I have two questions.
They are aspirants. Daivarnashram members means aspirants of pure devotion.
So if that is the destination of mystery devotees, what is the destination of yogi? If they are getting Paramatma residence there, so yogi, where?
Very good. आप तो पूरा भागवत एक ही दिन सुनना चाहते हैं नहीं बहुत सोचते हैं तो है ना he thinks a lot कहाँ से NIT में पढ़े क्या ये बहुत सोच रहे हैं very good it's good you have to nullify like that all the doubts then the shraddha whatever comes that is solid actually then yeah that is good so yogis also different types bhakti misra yogis so kuyogis so yogi what they do in the 28th chapter 3rd canto 28th chapter so they are meditating on the Paramatma so first they follow yama niyama if some jiva from the beginningless whoever is in this clutches of avidya so such a jivatma if come in contact with the kuyogi so from him he understands that life is so not meant for the sense gratification so you have to get the so higher realization that's a Brahman realization so then what he will be saying this Kuyogi will be training this another new brand so jiva so he will be asking to follow yama niyama asana pranayama pratyahara and after the dharana so by doing the yama niyama asana pranayama what will happen by doing pranayama what will happen prana will be regulated then mind and senses will be controlled that is known as pratyahara so but that controlled mind so he will be meditating on the Lord's form so then in his antaratma, that means in his heart. When this Kuyogi meditates on that form, he will be getting the pleasure. First he will be in the dharana, then after dhyana. So he'll be getting the pleasure. So then after that pleasure, what he'll be? He'll be making himself withdrawing his mind from there also. Even he's getting a lot of pleasure from the Lord's so beauty, but still he is taking out his mind from there. Not able, that so much sweet thing is coming, but still you think that no, I don't want this.
हो गया उसका काम।
बेचारा हो तो
नहीं बच गया प्रभु जी, मुझको लगा निकल गया।
वो कौन मारे उसको?
यही
फिर से ना
बिल्कुल तो ग्रह
अरे ऐसे
वो तो गिर गया लग रहा है, वो कुछ तो हो गया उसका। मेरे से गिरा वो,
लाइट लगा।
देखिए क्योंकि वो लेंस से फट करके उड़ जाता है।
प्रभु जी
हाँ।
तो अभी
लाइट अभी तो बंद किया ना वो लोग पूरा में, अभी अभी लाइट मत लगाए।
आर्तो जिज्ञासु
हाँ।
नहीं, आर्तो और अर्थार्थी ये तो कर्म में आ सकते हैं, जिज्ञासु कैसे कर्म में हो सकते हैं?
क्योंकि वो आयुर्वेद इत्यादि ज्ञान को चाहते हैं। जिज्ञासु माने कोई भी नॉलेज, कोई भी नॉलेज।
अच्छा, inquisitive for the knowledge,
Yes.
not for the
Not for only the Lord. Jnana means not for a Prakrit Bhakti said na, that means what? He is Jignasa for the knowledge.
knowledge of the Lord also. Knowledge of the Lord also.
Can be. But he is a Prakrit Bhakta when you say, then it's not a pure devotee. So you can read the 7th chapter, 15th sloka. Commentary, Vishwanath is explaining.
Now you are explaining about yogi going to Paramatma, him meeting the Kuyogi.
Kuyogi, what will happen? In the case of Kuyogi, he will be withdrawing his mind, even it is attracted to the Lord's beauty, which is really very highest pleasure, but he is taking out his mind from there. Why he is taking out? That means compared to Jivatma, the pleasure in the Lord is more, na? So by engaging mind in the Lord, so pleasure is more. But why he is taking it out? Because he didn't get the mercy of pure devotee. जैसा डिवोटी के संग मिलेगा वैसा आपका सीड बनेगा, वैसा आपका रिजल्ट आएगा। जैसा बीज वैसा फसल।
Really, after those devotees, they aspire Salukya Samipya. Will they get chance for going to?
If they get mercy of pure devotee in that Vaikuntha, they can. From there.
Everyone is there like Aishwarya Bhava and are same.
Huh?
Same consciousness they have.
Aishwarya Bhava is different from Prabhu. Aishwarya Bhava is there in the Bhakti. But Vaikuntha, this Salokya, there is no Aishwarya Bhava. There is no point of Bhava. Bhava means prem, that means service, Bhakti. They are only the enjoying opulences. Liberation only.
It means there is a chance for preaching.
That is like heaven only.
Huh?
That is like heaven, Swarga for that.
It's like, exactly. It's a Karana of Vaikuntha where there is no service, like heaven. That is a permanent heaven. Vaikuntha is permanent. But devotees doesn't want Salok Mukti also, that's right.
Could you please finish this concept?
So why this yogi?
Removing from dharana also is.
From dhyana actually. In the stage of dhyana, while he is meditating on the limb by limb of the Lord, so at the time he extracts the mind from there. And then after that, what happened? Mind doesn't have object for the meditation because he already withdrew his mind from these material objects. So by tasting the Lord's pleasure, and now he removed from there also mind, then mind is not having the object for the meditation. Such a mind will be seized. Then he'll be getting immediately pleasure of soul. So he'll be always, I am soul and Atmaram. He'll become Atma. Till the time he'll be in the body, he'll be, then after that he'll be, so getting the liberation. Nirvana.
Nirvana means?
Merging into the Brahman.
Same destination of jnani. Then how it is called higher?
Which one? That's a kuyogi I said. But if that yogi, he is not kuyogi, but he has respect for the Paramatma form, then he will go to Saloki. Yeah.
Respect means he will not.
With the drive.
So what's the difference between dharana and dhyana?
Dharana means in general meditation. Dhyana means limb by limb meditation.
Now, how it is possible to have in general, like if we are looking at Radhara's Bihari, particularly we see some part of his body, we cannot have overall Radhara's.
That means mind is jumping here and there. That means not able to focus for in the dhyana stage, 1 hour, 2 or 3 hours. If you want to fit on the only on the feet, he put, but he cannot. His mind is not deviated by the seeing face, eyes. No, that means dharana is low level concentration. Dhyana is high level concentration.
Even having samadhi. It's all about concentration, more condensed.
Yes, yes. What is your name?
Aditya Ramdas.
Out of these 4 categories, after the what is jnani Prabhu?
So he is, that means remaining 3 are in the Grihastha ashram. That means Varnashramachara Vadina, we said, na? So they are in the Varnashrama but Grihasthas. But jnani is following Varnashrama Vyavastha, that means he is following the sannyasi rules, but he doesn't have any material desires and he doesn't have any interest for the mukti also. Such a jnani is going to get the santaras. The destination, that means in that 4, so that jnani is going to get what? Santarasa. ये अलग है, ये सालोक के सामीप्य से अलग है, साइज से भी अलग है, ये रस भी है और एक टाइप ऑफ ये so bhakti भी है, santaras.
Jnani can also, like after some time, he can also go to also, Madhuri also, because he is now he knows that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and we have to serve him. Then he will ultimately serve him and then not possible.
Jnani, who is here in this?
Like as per purport of Srila Prabhupada and Bhagavad.
There Prabhupada also mentioned, Acharyas mentioned, provided there is association of वो बीज नहीं डालेंगे तो नहीं होता.
Jnani means he already knows everything that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, we are servant.
Jnani means tatpadartha jnana, tvampadartha jnana, tatpadartha jnana, aikya. The practitioner of these 3 jnanas is known as Jnani.
Can you explain that?
So tvampadartha jnana means I am not body, I am soul. So Nishkam Karma Yoga's output is tvampadartha jnana. After coming to leaving the home, that means all these duties, karma sannyasa, then he will be studying the Vedas, Upanishads, and understanding Brahman is the everything. And there are so many instructions like Tattvamasi, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, like that, many Upanishads he study, and you will identify, you will understand that absolute truth is Brahman. This knowledge is known as Tatpadartha. And this Tvam and Tat both are same, are nothing but one only, not same one. The oneness between these two is the Aikya. For that, he is practicing various sadhanas. It is explained in the 13th chapter and 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What are the different sadhanas and how you can reach the finally Brahman realization. Mam Chavyapcharya. No, that is 9th chapter. That is not in the 13, 14.
Krishna is saying jnani is most dear to me.
Only dear to him, but bhaktas are more than him. This jnani 4. So where he says this, so artha jignasu artharthi jnani, in that this jnani is dear to me, he says. But he says,
तस्मात् ज्ञानी तो एक भक्ति विशेषत्व है। He is a devotee.
Bhakti is even far superior than the ज्ञान। वो मेरा हृदय बोलते हैं, ज्ञानी को अपना हृदय बोलते हैं, और भक्त को मेरे हृदय से भी वो बढ़कर है। किसी के प्यार करते आप क्या बोलते हैं? मेरा जान, मेरा दिल बोलते हैं या नहीं? वो दिल से भी मेरा दिल से भी ये बड़ा है। उसको इतना स्टेटस देते हैं भक्त को।
3 types of jnana. No, but here also in Jnani, Lord is saying that Tasmat Jnani Ek Bhakti Vishishat. He is a devotee, then he is very good. Because he is
So that's why when this jnani comes into the association of devotees, then he will be coming to the santarasa. So those conditions are there. So follow the commentary of Vishwanath so you will understand minor details. Conditions are there. Jnani can go and merge into the Brahman. Jnani can become so santarasa also. Jnani can, if come in association of yogis, they may get the Paramatma realizations. It depends upon जहां तक जहां है ये बहुत पॉइंट नहीं है। सो वहां से यदि वो उससे हायर वाला का एसोसिएशन मिल गया तो उधर से हाँ चले जाएंगे।
ज्ञानी को अगर ब्रजवासी का एसोसिएशन,
हाँ, लेट अस टेक हियर इज द स्थित प्रज्ञा मींस हियर, ही इज हियर, सो ही मे इफ यू गेट द एसोसिएशन इन दिस स्टेज, स्थित प्रज्ञा स्टेट, इफ यू गेट द अच्छा वो आ रहे काम कर रहे थे तो छूट गए।
गेट खोलना पड़ेगा। और प्रभु जी जैसे हम लोग भगवत धाम में इच्छा की कि हमको कृष्ण की तरह एंजॉय करना,
मैं थोड़ा सा 10 मिनट थोड़ा आगे आ जाऊंगा, नहीं तो मेरा गाड़ी रुक जाएगी, 5:30 बजे तक नहीं चलेगी।
हम लोग एंजॉय
चलो रूम चलो, उधर पूछो।
तो हम लोग एंजॉय करना चाह रहे थे, तो हमको क्यों नहीं परमात्मा वाला जो में भेज दिया भगवान? सालों के 100 रुपए वाले भेज देते ना, हम भी एंजॉय करते। जैसे हम लोग बोले वृंदावन, तो इधर क्यों आए भगवान जानते हैं, तो उधर ही भेज देते।
ऐसा कहीं बोला गया नहीं कि आप बोलो में ही थे और उधर से इधर आए। Nobody knows, that's all. You should not put this.
Prabhupada writes or speaks through.
प्रभु जी
Occasionally,
हाँ?
forget something. Occasionally, 3 types of knowledge.
हाँ प्रभु,
3 types of knowledge.
अच्छा इसको बंद करके जाना है। ओके